Hey, what's up, Break Room fans? We're here today to watch the ARMS US and Canada Online Open Tournament. Just in case, you know, something special happens. We also wanted to have some fun, hang out with you guys, watch the tournament. Yeah. If you look below, you'll see Paul.
Howdy.
And if you look even belower, you'll see Logan.
Belower.
Yeah, a little bit of a different format today. So, tournament's gonna start in like 7 minutes, apparently. So,
oh, fun.
If you watched us yesterday, we were speculating about the possibility of an ARMS character being announced for Smash today.
We might be excited.
Our vote count was that I said that it's not happening, and then Paul and Logan both said it will.
And if we're right, Brandon has to give us money.
That was never part of the agreement.
I'm pretty sure that was.
I'm pretty sure we should go back and watch the podcast.
Get Andre in here.
Wait, no, that was it. It was Andre has to give us money if we're right.
I don't know if he'd be so on board with that, necessarily.
With that attitude, he wouldn't.
Oh.
So they announced top 8 yesterday, even though I think they said they were going to announce it on the 20th, so it's kind of weird. They're kind of lowbrow about this whole thing, which is why I'm not personally expecting a ton. And it's, you know, it's only North America. And Canada.
That's how you keep hope alive, you know?
You gotta believe.
Because you open it, if you make it, like, global, then, you know, no one from the United States to Canada will probably place.
Oh, no. My personal Twitter is having a meltdown.
It should,
man. A technical meltdown. Oh, let's see.
Oh,
let's see.
I want to see some action, man. I haven't watched like Pro ARMS in a while, so I don't really know recently what the scope of the competition is like.
Right.
I don't think I've watched it at all, so this will be interesting for me.
Yeah, I'm with Paul here, you know. Let's see, Twintel for Smash.
I'm excited to see this game
Pokemon
played by people
Switch.
who are good at it.
Super Smash Bros for Lit. Super Smash Bros for Lif.
There's a character. There's a player, Gormagala, who placed second in the Japanese Evo ARMS tournament this last year. And I think he plays Max Brass, and I love Max Brass. I'm all about that.
You're all about that brass?
Max Brass, man. I'm all about that brass. About that brass.
Brout that brass.
Brout that brass. What are you a brout?
Nothing.
So, yeah, well, if I was going by the comments on YouTube, this is not an ARMS stream. This is a Smash stream.
Are people really like... I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
Let me smash.
I see Smash Brothers in there.
HD, Melee equals Smash 5. Sounds for Smash 5. Like it's ARMS is the new Smash. Like everything is Smash.
Everybody wants Smash right now. I mean, I want Smash too.
Heck yeah.
I mean, I'll still walk away with this probably fairly satisfied if I don't, but it makes sense if they did. If they don't, you know, whatever.
Yeah. It's kind of like I have my expectations tempered, but I'm not afraid to, you know, make some noise and get some hype for something that potentially won't happen.
I saw one comment.
That's why I'm not really in charge of like Nintendo PR.
It's really Melee HD.
That's what's gonna happen today. It's Melee HD, man. I had a dream last night that they were revealing like the veterans from Smash Brothers and like how they've changed, and like one of the biggest things is that one of Mario's attacks is now similar to the way it worked in Melee, and it was just like an aerial. It wasn't anything like significant, and I was like, I have weird expectations for games apparently, according to my imagination.
So many weird dreams as of late. Just like you wake up and then you kind of like have to do a double take. Like, am I awake right now? Am I still in this like weird dream state, you know? Cause like weird things happen. Weird things happen in dreams.
I fell asleep on my couch last night, man. I woke up at like 6, 7 a.m. The light in the basement was still on, my computer and the light in here was still on. And I was like, nah. It hasn't been 5 hours since I fell asleep. Then I closed my eyes and I woke up at 9:30.
Happens. I had this really weird dream a while ago where I found out that like my degree was, I wouldn't get my degree if I didn't go back and redo like all of middle school. As like a 24-year-old.
I told you,
and so
Paul,
I'm just
you
this
should have.
24-year-old hanging out with a bunch of like 12-year-olds.
So what? You had a dream of like a reboot, a remake of like Billy Madison, you know?
Essentially.
I told you should have finished middle school, Paul.
It's not that I didn't. I actually like. I was very upset because I had gone through all 3 years of it, and there was like something about like the
what's up, Von Scout? If I'm pronouncing that right, please let me know.
There's something about like the course listing or whatever. I was missing like a requisite, and it wasn't my fault. It was like the education system's fault for not requiring me to take this class or not offering it to me.
Knew you should have taken that underwater basket weaving class.
I know.
Tried telling you.
They weren't offering it that semester, you know?
Should have just gone to a trade school.
They didn't offer it that semester, man. Yo boy is here. John Alden Davis in the chat. What's up?
Hey, John.
We got John and Von Scout in the chat.
Welcome, guys.
Gonna have fun watching this tournament today. Oh, okay. We're pronouncing that right. Good.
Woo!
It's noon. Where are we at? Come on. I'm imagining the treehouse is gonna take care of this. Tell me.
Yeah.
Take us there.
Any minute now, guys.
Take care of us, treehouse. Take care of us.
I am enjoying this music, though. Oh, I think we're starting.
Well.
Oh, now it's just starting soon. We went from one splash screen to another splash screen.
You got that way before I did.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, I think you're a little bit ahead of us.
Quit having better internet than us, okay?
Make sure you click that live button on YouTube. Make sure it's up to date.
Yeah, no, it's. I'm currently live.
Makes you feel better.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm not trying to be superior. Hey!
I don't know if it's even better internet. It's just like get into us at different times. I don't know.
Let me dream.
Oh.
Online open finals. I'm Jordan Kent alongside Coney.
I gotta say real quick, I really like Jordan Kent. He's been handling the tournaments as of recently. He did the last World Championship. He's a fantastic commentator, and he really keeps things going.
I'm not familiar with either of these guys, so.
I only know Jordan Kent.
There's so many excellent players here, and what I think I'm the most excited for is
it's Coney.
Unique characters in this top 8. So it's not like you're gonna see.
I'm gonna boost this
name
just
those
a touch.
Zach
You're gonna see
Zeeks.
an excellent showcase of everything that the game has to offer. These guys are from all over the United States and Canada, just bringing their A game. Just some of the best players we have in.
Looks like the stream is struggling just a bit. Not even on my end, on their end.
Yeah, just a tad. A tad. Oh, single elimination.
Bracket and characters. All characters.
Oh, there's rules?
Are allowed. So the book is completely
What?
open. You'll get a chance to see all of these characters in action, as we said. And then 99 seconds per round is the time limit. Games Best 2 of 3 rounds determines a winner of a game. A match, finalists will play best 3 of 5 games against one another for each stage of the bracket. Once a player has won 3 games, the losing player is eliminated.
Cutthroat.
That's what single elimination is. Let's take a look at the stages we'll be competing in today. And you take a look at these, Coney, and obviously these aren't just your standard run-of-the-mill stages. This is something that characters and players are going to have to consider.
Does anyone remember Jackie Combs from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends?
Something different.
Nope.
No.
It's not like it's just like a flat plane.
I love Foster's Home, but no.
I mean, I do too.
If you see somebody on Ribbon Ring, they're going to have to use the boxes that come up in a defensive
I didn't watch
manner
much of
kind
it,
change
sadly.
their strategy around, or something like
I made
DNA Lab,
mistakes.
which has the pillars.
That was
Man, I really wish
good
I
show.
had
You know,
more
when you go
experience with
around,
this game, because I'm
it's gonna
looking
be
at some of the names of these stages, and
how
they're a
the
hoot.
players
Ramen Bowl. I want to play on that one.
Oh, thank you, John. He said he might be a great commentator, but he's got nothing on my voice.
Now let's look at
Aw.
the see who will be facing.
You guys
John
should
Threw on
like, get a
people.
room.
We have it. 8 of the top players in U.S. and
Oh, it's my boy
Canada,
Gore
and we'll tell you
Magala.
a little bit more about each player as they get set.
Pineapple.
Initially, as you look at it, is there anybody that we should
Gouf?
be keeping an eye
Gouf?
on here early on?
Absolutely. So I've got 2 players.
Yeah,
I wanna
Foster's
shout
Home was a
out
great show.
specifically. So the first is Gore Magala. He's the first seed for this tournament, one of the best arms players in the world. Actually got 2nd place at Evo
2.
Japan 2018. The guy is a Helix master.
I just like his name.
Best Helix
Oh, yeah,
on
it's
the
Helix.
planet. He does stuff that nobody else can even touch. Guy is just absolutely incredible. Really excited to see him. The second person I want to shout out is Resolve. He's one of the best Springman players on.
No love for Pineapple.
Guy is just absolutely incredible. We're gonna see what he can do. He likes to go more of a traditional, you know,
I mean,
double toast.
it's all about the resolve, man.
Well, you mentioned
Apparently.
Gore Magala.
All about the
He will be
resolve.
participating in our very first match versus Pineapple.
He's got
So let's
that
go ahead and get
resolve
set
to
up.
win.
And, you know, what's interesting to me is I pick up this game, and obviously I'm not nearly at the level that these players are.
I wish their
many are.
background was
But you
animated.
Look at the expert strategy.
What'd you say?
What
Said I
makes
wish their
these
background
players
was animated.
So good, and what are some of the things that
Yeah,
we
it should be
seeing
slowly,
time
like,
to
sliding across
Just
them.
have such an innate understanding.
I agree. Paul, you should like let him know. You guys should like hit him up. Be like, hey guys,
You
we're gonna fix this
suck.
for you.
They need to fix their,
That's how you,
their audio
uh,
setup. Oh, here we go. First match of the game. This is Lollipop's stage.
Let's go ahead and get things started right here. Gore Magala going as Helix, as you said. Meanwhile,
Yeah, their
Pineapple
what do you
going
call
as
it?
Kid
Their
Cobra,
commentary is
and
way too low right
Pineapple
now.
going with
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
the
It's back.
There it
cracker
goes.
In the right arm as well too, and then using one of
Yo,
the other
check
arms, the
it out,
clapback in his
though.
left. Tell me about that clapback and how Kid Cobra, aka Pineapple, might be using that in this match.
I mean, Helix is already backed into a corner. This is probably not going to be that great. You need to
This
get out of
is
that pocket, man.
Fascinating.
60
Man,
seconds
seeing
left
this
in
level of
plenty
play
time.
makes
Gore Magala
this
about 50%
game
health,
seem
rush
that much
attack
more
going at this
interesting.
Moment. Meanwhile, Pineapple at 75%
Oh, got that grab
health,
in.
still has that rush attack ready to
Oh.
go. Kid Cobra, Pineapple
Yeah, they're, like,
in the lead, but
simultaneously,
here
like,
comes
really
that rush
aggressive,
attack from
but,
Kid
like,
Cobra,
not landing a
chipping
lot of
away,
hits.
And right there, making
Right.
quick
Well, I
work
mean, they're
of Gore Magala.
constantly like
46
dodging
seconds
each
left
other.
in the
Oh,
match.
wow.
Cobra using that clapback and the
Get
cracker to go
wrecked.
ahead and
Using
get
that
this early
clapback.
victory in the first round. Now, Gore Magala as Helix going to go ahead and switch to 2 buffs this time around. And we
That
talked about
hurts.
this before. Sometimes you'll have characters use 2 of the same arm. Thoughts behind that?
It's an interesting choice for them to have this, like, do this, like, all over the internet rather than, like, in person.
Right.
Down to is these arms are so versatile. You're able to.
John
aim
says
them,
this
as
is
you can see,
way
shoot
more
through the
interesting
crowd
than
a little
sports
bit.
ball.
He's able to dodge back and forth using Helix's mobility and movement. And he's able
John
to take
knows.
his shots as he needs.
I'm just waiting for ARMS VR. That's why I haven't bought the game. I'm just waiting for VR to get good enough where people are just playing ARMS in virtual reality.
That'd be really awesome.
Look at how important it is to
Von
connect
Scout's
these rush
betting
attacks
on
as
Kid
Pineapple
Cobra.
has Gore Magala on the ropes. Pineapple, however, taking that.
That's
rush
probably a
attack
safe
from
bet at
Gore
this point.
Magala.
Yeah,
Gore
it's-
Magala trying to hang on with just 15% health.
Yeah, the problem
Gore doesn't
is
have a
that
lot of
he's
life.
in the corner a little bit. You see Pineapple trying to close that space,
Nope.
trying to keep him in that little pocket.
Ooh.
And Kid Cobra is so good when he's kind of up in your face, especially with that clapback. Gore Magala has to be very careful with how he throws
Nice.
his arms.
Gore Magala able to get that
Nice,
buff
nice,
around
okay.
the flatback. Critical
I see a
hit
lot of
there
people
on
who, like,
Pineapple. However,
play ARMS for the
it
first
could be
time
just a couple
and don't
more punches
realize how
until Gore
important
Magala gets knocked out. But here comes the rush
disabling
attack
your opponent's
from Gore
arms
Magala.
is.
Connects for
this is close.
115 damage. Not enough to knock out Pineapple, though.
And you got to use those charge attacks, man.
15 seconds left to either wait this one out or try to go.
Oh, okay, we're about even. We're about even.
Pineapple with that rush attack, and that will do it.
This is exciting. Holy crap.
Taking the first round as far as
oh.
the first game Magala, and what we saw from Pineapple was his ability to use the clapback and really stay behind that clapback at all times and really let that clapback absorb a lot of the punches from Gormagala.
All right, Von Scout, you're right.
Yeah,
the first game went to Kid Cobra.
A hard time getting
you heard it here first, folks.
It doesn't have
if you've never played ARMS, starting today, they're doing a 3-day global test punch.
So really, Gormagala
gets you an opportunity to play.
Options in terms of going around. I honestly
is that a separate application, or can you use the other application that they released when they did the first test punch?
I imagine you can probably use the original one. ARMS is also on sale for 30% off right now on the eShop.
The clapback was something that he was prepared for.
Yeah, we're getting really excited here. It's already early here on the West Coast, and we already can't just
telling you they're pushing this game. We're gonna get a Smash character reveal
as Gormagala going into this one. Pineapple going with
oh my gosh, he's coming to Smash. Also, ARMS is 30% off. Also, here's a demo. Oh my god, everybody get online. Everybody.
Mario Kart 9, oh my gosh.
In the air, Kid Cobra, aka Pineapple, however, using that
Nunchucks? I love that.
Wide surface area and give you a chance to
oh yeah, that's a relatively new set of ARMS.
As you see sort of the streamers come out of that. 78 seconds left right now. Pineapple, Gormagala.
Okay, this is a much better setting for him, I think.
Yeah, it looks like he's having a lot easier time in this.
As I was saying before, the
buff wasn't a fun place to battle.
Clapback, but it looks like Pineapple has prepared
so the thing with like Helix
rid of the clapback and
is you can like hold the Y and the X button to like sink into the ground or to like stretch yourself out, but then you can wobble your body left and right to dodge attacks without moving.
Seconds left in this one. However, Gormagala, nice 1-2 combo with those fun chucks, going to go ahead and knock back Kid Cobra.
You can see him kind of wiggling his body to like reposition his arms before he fires them out.
Has been very vital in this match because you see the ability to dash multiple times is going to help.
Yeah, that's what we think, Von Scout. I'm personally of the opinion that Springman and Ribbon Girl are going to come as one character.
Right there,
like you switch costumes.
Is sitting on the rush.
Get like 4 costumes Springman, 4 costumes for Ribbon Girl.
Last bit of health, but he might be able to
I really hope so. That'd be a very nice touch on their part.
Trying to break the arm. He is able to do it, but Pineapple still has a slither of health.
And Pineapple with a rush attack ready to go. Interesting to see if Pineapple is going to use that or not. Looks like Pineapple going
to.
Take me through the strategy of that. If you've got a rush attack ready to go,
ooh,
drop my cup. We've had this discussion before. We don't think Smash for Switch is a port.
Really, it depends. It depends on.
You can find that video on the channel still.
If it's last game, Pineapple starting this one off.
These fun chucks, man.
Fun
chucks.
300 damage.
I love that name.
And then now he's charging it back up. So he opts to use it right away. Sometimes you want to use it a little bit later. It really just depends on so many different factors.
So am I Pineapple?
Gormagala's Helix. Helix, one of the special abilities, obviously, is the ability to stretch up in the air and move left and right. And that's very advanced right there to be able to.
I can see that happening with Ribbon Girl as an assist.
Gormagala connecting.
Sakurai's like really been into adding more female fighters, so I think they'll do the male-female costume thing.
His rush attack all charged up.
I mean, it's a nice way to get like representations of multiple people from a franchise without doing all the work of making like 3 or 4 characters that are all unique.
Yeah, and I mean we got that with Animal Crossing.
Looks like he got it, and finally he will take that round.
Also, it helps avoid the possibility of crowding up a roster too much. Like, you know, like they had Lucina as like a separate character other than Mark.
It really comes down to
Marth.
So
and I don't know. Like they weren't that different, so I feel like
a lot of people just
it wasn't really justified, and they could have just gotten away with a skin change.
I mean, they did remove the whole like the sword tip thing from Lucina, and like
it was more like balanced across the sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't mess with pineapples. We're saying that Arlo is the king of left field.
You see him kind of circling around, and see the middle of the stage is now.
Should get Arlo in here.
So you can't have a direct path your opponent. I think this really benefits Gore Magala, unless Pineapple can get
I don't
right in
think,
his face as he
Arlo is
activates
into
the rush.
arms,
That's
though.
355 damage.
Pineapple once again.
Oh boy, that was a lot of damage.
Here. However,
It's because Arlo only has one arm.
However, going to get
One usable arm at a time.
You'll take what you can get in this one, certainly.
That's why he doesn't like
Back,
arms.
providing plenty of protection for Pineapple as Kid Cobra. 1-1 on the
Oh,
round.
man.
Win another pivotal game in the best 3 out of 5.
I want to see this go to the, like,
33 seconds.
to 5
Pineapple
games.
Down to a couple more hits of life left. However, Gore Magala still above 25%. 25 seconds left in this one. You mentioned
I think Gore Magala can finish out this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really trying to move up, try to force a mistake by Gore Magala while still moving around and keeping himself mobile.
Though,
both these guys are trying to get away.
Pineapple
It looks like
has
Gore Magala's
better
gonna have it.
positioning.
The chip damage is going to be enough, and he just barely takes
he
it.
got out of that corner.
About that before.
Got out of that corner. Oh, man.
You're allergic to pineapples?
Add up so much. And what we saw is Gore Magala realized
You're gonna have that pineapple and pizza debate.
Pineapple doesn't have that much health, regardless of whether or not he blocks this. He's most likely going to get KO'd if I use that.
I really
weapon
like
attack. And it seems like Gore
that guy's
Magala's
shirt.
decision to go with the 2 fun chucks really allowed.
Oh, which
him to
guy's
go
shirt?
take
Jared.
advantage and get some punches that landed on Kid Cobra.
I like Zach's shirt.
That first game.
Yeah, the fact that the punch
It's so
is a
business.
little bit more of an arc than something with the Biff. The initial
Zach's like, I came
kinda
into work
like
to
this.
get
It's sort of like
work
a
today, not
parentheses.
expecting
Meanwhile,
to
the
be
Biff
doing
can
this.
curve, but it's after it comes out a little bit, so it's able to maneuver around the clapback. Just excellent counterplay from Gore Magala. I'm very interested to see what kind of arms these guys take to this next game.
Both are going with the same characters. Gore Magala gonna fiddle around.
John's saying that he's hoping for some ice climbers. Am I right,
Pineapple
Logan?
Going back to what worked the
Hey,
first
ice climbers!
Cracker. And why is the Cracker pair so
Okay, I'll
well?
be right back.
Them
with
fun
that
chucks,
clap?
man.
Really, it's,
knows what he's
it's a
doing.
question of how direct do you want to be? And Pineapple now has one of the most direct arms in the game in the Cracker. It's so fast. When it's charged, it forces that hard knockdown. And meanwhile, he's the clapback for a more defensive playstyle. He's got Gore
Yeah, I'm
Magala
seeing
in
a
the
lot
corner,
of,
forcing him
like,
to jump
DLC
out. He didn't
arms
quite cover it
in
like I
here.
thought he would, but
The
he
fun
has
chucks,
option
the
for super
the
aggressive
shield that
and
Kid
very
Cobra is
defensive
using.
Gore Magala already has Pineapple down to
I dig it.
50% health.
The Cracker, I think, is the only one that was like
And you look at the
OG.
fact that Helix, this is Helix's home stage right now. You've got the DNA tubes that you can dodge and duck around. You've got to protect this house. Gore Magala with a fully charged rush meter at this point, but same thing with Pineapple, who's going to go ahead and use it first and find that opening. Right now, Gore Magala.
Gotta protect his house.
Oh, Gore Magala dodges the rush attack, but then
Oh, a
Kid
double
Cobra
rush.
able to dodge and get some damage back on Gore Magala.
Yeah, that was so pivotal. Excellent use of the clapback.
This makes me
on
wanna
that.
play,
You saw
like,
Pineapple
ranked
really
mode
get
right
that
now.
block into the dash in. It really looked like Gore Magala had his number, but Pineapple was able to get through. It looks like he might be able to take this round. All he needs to do is land one
Wow.
more, and he does.
That Cracker connects with Gore Magala. Going to go ahead and get the KO for Pineapple.
Oh.
Pineapple takes the first round in this third game. Both players already have one game in this best 3 of 5 matchup in our opening round of the ARMS US and
If
Canada
Gore Magala
Online
gets,
Open
like,
Finals.
knocked out in
Early on
this first
one, Gore
match,
Magala connecting with a couple of fun chucks, gonna
claiming
take
second in
about 20%
Japan's Evo
damage
for this
off
game.
Pineapple.
That's a
Pineapple
big
though,
upset.
trying to dodge and weave, using
Yeah.
the DNA tube, moving left and right. 83 seconds left in this one, and using the DNA tubes and that clapback is going to give Pineapple a lot of.
Use them clapbacks. I love it
Definitely.
whenever.
Looks like he's
Every
more
time they say
opting just
clapback,
to
I
try to
laugh
go
in my
Straight
head.
away. He's got the Cracker that will come out right
It's
away.
pretty good.
And really,
It's really pretty good.
Gore Magala's defense. You can see him breaking that tube right there, and now Gore Magala is sort of in the corner, doesn't have nowhere to go. He gets
Oh,
the rush
geez.
right there. He's getting 340 damage out of that and a hard knockdown. Gore Magala is on the
One
run.
thing you
Wow.
one thing you see people complain about, like with arms, is that you know they think it looks slow as a fighter, but look at these guys go. There's nothing slow about this right now.
Another round, and that would be another game. Gore Magala trying to
I think you have to be a lot more
once
intentional.
again.
Like, you can't just
Pineapple,
keep
like
throwing
Helix,
punches
finding
and
outside able
expecting
to
that that's gonna do it.
right there.
Beautiful work right there.
Yeah, you want to
Looking at 45
throw
out of that
punches
rush,
out,
finally
force your
break one of the
opponent to
final
position
DNA
themselves,
And Gore Magala
and
has
then,
nowhere to run. He's so low.
try to force them into a
25
position
seconds
where you
left,
can deal
Gore Magala
damage.
Down to about 10% health. It just takes a couple more connections on punches here for Pineapple to send Gore
Wow.
Magala to the canvas. And just like that, Pineapple's going to take the second game in this best of 5 matchup.
Pineapple
Gore
just
Magala, who was
sweeped him
Evo Japan.
in that
Look
one.
at, this might be potentially a huge upset in this tournament.
Yeah, this would be huge. I mean, right now, Pineapple up 2-1.
Dang it, Jared,
All he
I already
needs
said
is
it was
one
an
more
upset.
Game, 2 more rounds, and he might be able to take it. Having the 8 seed defeat the 1st seed, especially in a single elimination tournament like this, would be absolutely
I'm surprised they're doing
huge.
single
Totally open up the rest
elimination.
of the bracket.
And what I continue to notice, it seems like this is just coming down to,
I mean, they had to maybe make some time for some Smash Brothers announcements.
Hey! So, like, the winners of this tournament are winning original artworks by, like, the art team.
Oh,
that is turning the tide of
that's pretty cool.
Games that we've
Yeah.
seen so far.
Yeah, really.
I want some.
Having a master of rush.
Maybe if I was good at arms.
It looks like Pineapple is just getting the upper hand as we go back.
We should have some arms nights. We gotta get Logan to get arms.
Yeah.
Another matchup in DNA Lab.
I do need to finally play it because I bought it at launch and I wasn't able to play it with my internet.
Tried and true, but then this time going with the Burchuck, and the difference with the Burchuck when you maybe had so much success.
Its party mode is like
maybe thinking, hey,
really impressive. Like it's as far as online lobbies go.
I think so. I think that he sort of smelled out that
it's
the buff
quick.
was coming out.
You get into matches fast.
A little bit. He still has the
and the way the rotation works is really cool.
As we dance around on DNA Lab a little bit,
I can dig it.
He is going to get the rush, and finally Gormagala landing that rush. That's what he needs.
Gormagala getting a critical landing on that rush right now.
Hey.
So this game is built in Mario Kart 8's engine.
Right now against Pineapple. Kid Cobra has Pineapple at under 50% health, but Pineapple has
that's really interesting.
Yeah, that was one of the conferences they had at Game Developers Conference this year, which is why I really wanted to watch it, because I wanted to know kind of the work that went into that.
They did finally release that. I take it since you watched that and knew that.
That's insane.
No, they have not released it.
Can Gormagala connect with the rush attack? Yes.
We've known about it being based in Mario Kart 8 since it was announced, I think. But that was the subject of the GDC conference. Oh, they're taking it to the clock now.
It's like a bad spelling test, folks. 4 seconds left.
It's like a bad spelling test, folks.
No, the rush attack from Pineapple with 2 seconds left.
It seems like when we get down to the wire, Pineapple seems to edge him out at the end.
He's good at the pressure. He's good under pressure.
So important. The fact that he had a rush and Gormagala didn't meant that
I imagine there's like a weird disconnect when you're playing online and you can't see your opponent's face.
Hey guys, according to YouTube, the Breakroom Arcade is live, watching ARMS.
We are.
What have I missed? Who knew?
Pineapple trying to get one of the biggest upsets already early on in this tournament.
So Pineapple is one round away from taking this home.
I want to see it. I want to see it go to round 5.
We were saying, man, if he takes out Gormagala in the first round, that's a huge upset. He's top seed.
He needs to figure out something right here. Pineapple switch back to the Cracker. There's so many levels happening here where these guys are trying to find their optimal arms combo.
Pineapple has a charged rush attack, so if you're Gormagala, you got to make sure you do not let Pineapple.
Oh wow! Okay.
Really, down to one more hit, and there.
I'm impressed.
Says, I ain't done yet. Gormagala, a learned a little bit about Pineapple.
It's gonna do it. They're gonna go all the way.
However,
all the way
to game 5.
Game 5.
Those are going to be pivotal.
Absolutely, yeah. I think when the chips are down, I mean,
Gormagala is actually just trying to keep it interesting.
For no reason. This guy knows how to take games. I think
Gormagala seems like he's doing a really good job of using like the obstacles
to bring something new to the table.
I think it helps that. I mean, isn't this
This is Helix's stage.
Right, right.
Trying to connect, and yes, we'll connect for 200.
I wouldn't be surprised if he has advantage here.
Job of keeping his distance, and Gormagala gonna.
Whoa!
Ooh.
That was fancy.
Both fighters right around 75% health. However, Gormagala getting closer.
Oh no!
Left here. Kid Cobra controlled by Pineapple, looking for the early upset.
It's nice to like watch competitive arms instead of just seeing a bunch of people jump and grab.
Yeah, no, this makes this, as I was saying earlier, this makes like this game seem that much more interesting when there's people who it's like they're just so familiar with the controls and strategies and the functionality of the game that it's like now it's just become an art.
Gormagala.
Wow.
How do you like that?
Wow.
First round matchup in this ARMS US and Canada Online Open.
That's the end of the first match.
Upset right out of the gate.
Pineapple
Dang.
defeats Gormagala. Gormagala, as you said, second at EVO Japan. And what did we see there when you looked at really the whole body of work in this entire match?
Sure.
Taking
I
out the
really
top
think
contender in round one.
Pineapple was just really one step ahead.
I wish I had like a pineapple in my fridge so I could be a bandwagoner. Just go grab my pineapple. I believed in him from the start.
Something else like nunchucks, funchucks. He would, opt to go for something a little different. He either had the cracker.
So I wonder who else we're gonna see.
He was using a curved arm, or he would.
I think I heard Springman.
Like Chuck, if he was going for the straight arm. So it just seemed like Pineapple was always one step ahead. Not to mention, like you said, his usage of Rush was just like perfect.
Yeah, and I think that was really what told the story of that match between Pineapple and Gormagala.
Whoever's like
Pineapple for Smash Bros.
Whoever's on camera for these guys needs to focus them.
Those rush attacks, and it goes to show you why those are so critical. And Gormagala,
because they're not in focus.
Everybody is for
Absolutely.
as accredited as Gormagala
But that backdrop, it might be.
round shows you this is a very deep and very talented field.
Oh yeah, you can't sleep on anybody. Like these 8 players, some of the best
Pineapple
8
for
players
Smash
in
Bros,
the world,
though.
not just the U.S. and Canada.
Let's go.
Pineapple for Smash Bros.
Make no mistake, these guys can hold their own.
Not Kid Cobra.
On the planet. It's unreal.
An actual pineapple. I'd play as that.
Updated look at the brackets. Pineapple
I have-
advancing to the next round. Meanwhile, our next matchup will be Resolve.
Can you turn that down, Logan?
Nobi, and as we look
Yeah,
at
my bad.
Nobi, you've got a couple fighters here.
Let's see if I can get this going. Looks like people are online.
Honestly, this
Oh,
is one of the
Springman
matchups
versus
I'm most
Springman.
excited to look at these guys. It's Springman versus Twintel, 2 of the
Who do they
top
have
characters
in
the
the
game. And these guys
test
have
punch
played
this
each
time?
other so much.
Well, I mean, from what I can tell,
Of so many tournaments.
I actually
And
didn't
think
get
in
a
a
chance
best
to
3 out
look.
of 5 setting, you're going to see the top level of play as these guys adapt to and kind of change
Oh,
their
no.
style around it.
This guy's beating my butt.
What to you makes ARMS so unique as a fighting game? Because obviously you look at all the different options that we see, and just with ARMS and the fact that you've had a chance to be so arms on. Sorry, I'll try to keep the puns to a minimum here.
Let's feel that music there for a second.
As far as
This is a bad pun, and he should feel bad.
Just having that
Oh no!
first person, not quite first person, but kind of that third person, almost second person, really, with how close it is.
Oh,
Dynamic
no.
of having that 3D.
I'm getting
really
beat
being
up.
able to bait out sort of defensive options from them. Being able to curve your punches, it's almost sort of like a shooter in a way, in the way that you're aiming your punches. It's totally unique.
I think
unlike any
I'm
other game. And then you
bad
bring in
at
the
this
arm
game.
customization on top of that, where you're able to cater those to your
It-
playstyle.
yeah,
just
there's
so
kind of
much
a learning
to
curve you
learn.
got to get over.
There's such a
Yeah.
depth and complexity of the game that's just unmatched.
Go,
Best match as far as the arms that the players choose.
play later.
In that early matchup as well too.
Springman versus
Let's get to our
Twintel.
second match here, Resolve versus Nobi. Resolve going to be going as Springman. Nobi, as you said, as
Well,
Twintel.
cool.
Early on,
I'm
Twintel going with double chill.
Definitely gonna play more of this weekend.
Twintel like just won the genetic lottery in this game because she has regular hands, but she still has like the giant springy arms. Like it's the best of both worlds, you know.
You can see
She can
these
live a
guys
regular
actually
life.
using their character's default arms. These
And
are
she can
not
beat the
custom
snot
arms.
out of people with her
Things that
hair.
fit to their
And I'm gonna
playstyle.
guess,
I
like,
think it
fighting with her
speaks to,
hair probably doesn't
these
put any
characters
strain
were
on her
built
hair.
With some of these arms in mind, which is
It
how
probably
Twintel
doesn't
is so
hurt.
strong with double chiller, which is how
Yeah.
Resolve is so strong with this tri-bolt and the toaster, as he has no.
Yeah, I don't think
She's
her hair would
so
get tired.
stylish. You see her moving around. She's so like.
Destroyed him.
Resolve.
Wow.
With no issues whatsoever.
Yeah, he did
against
he
Twintel in that
destroyed him.
matchup. And you see right there the use of
Oh,
the tri-bolt
wow.
and the toaster able to keep Twintel on the ropes.
Yeah, he just came out so strong on that.
Well, he's getting
Just
cocky.
Kept him on, had about 90% of his health at the end of that game.
Trying to show off on this
Absolutely
live
insane. Didn't even have
Nintendo
to use
stream.
his rush. So now we're starting off this game with double rush. Both these guys trying to pick their shots very carefully.
86 seconds. We're just getting started in this one. Both fighters with their rush attack ready to go. Twintel going to use that slowdown ability, of course, when any arms come in. That gives you a chance to really choose how you want to counter both fighters, as we said, with that rush attack. And what we saw from Resolve was the ability to keep Twintel at bay and also apply
okay.
some pressure when needed
Pop
to
that last
corner
20 off.
Twintel. And right now you've got Twintel trying to connect with the rush attack, and she does, as Nobi continues to get some major damage.
One thing I really like about ARMS is the fact that like
you can see
there's a variety of elements and stun effects
that rush plus a little bit of
Right.
that ARMS
Nobi
have.
using his correctly and was able to land
Mostly
a lot
that you can
more.
only activate through
However, the
charging, but it just
range
adds a
lead
whole
is
nother
still
level to the fighting.
A little bit in Resolve's
Right.
favor after that punch. It's going back and forth, and you can see Nobi sort of seesawing it back. Excellent grab coming.
That was a good grab.
Nobi seeing Resolve try to guard and gets the throw to connect, and right now Nobi with the advantage on this one. 35 seconds left. Resolve down to about 30% health. Oh, but then nice little combo from Resolve.
Yeah, he's not taking it down as easy as he did in that first round.
Go with that rush attack. Resolve doing a fine
Yeah,
blocking that.
seems a lot
It's more
more
fun this way.
careful.
40% health, but a huge connection on the rush attack by Resolve. That's going to send Nobi into the danger zone at this point. Oh, and then the right-hand charge Tri-Bolt will send Twin.
Oh, wow.
And a
Wondering why we're on Mausoleum again.
Early already for Resolve.
Yeah, I was expecting to see something like a grab there.
That was
coming out of
quick.
Resolve, 'cause it did
Spring-a-ling.
seem like Nobi was, so pressured back. But, I mean, these guys are playing at an
Please, like, whenever we do anything with arms from now on, please let that be your catchphrase.
Spring-a-ling. Sometimes when you win a match as Springman, he'll go boing.
Close to Twin 12 was able to apply so
Ew.
much pressure.
He'll also say spring-a-ling. That's where I got it from.
That's what
Gotcha.
you notice from these high-level players is that their timing with when they throw their arms out.
Yeah.
They know when to throw them out. without
Where's that Little Mac crossover,
Definitely.
man?
That's one of the reasons that you see Springman
Really,
with
though?
Tri-Bolt. That tried and true, stun into the grab is guaranteed, so you're going to see that land.
This is
every
Max
single time.
Brass's stage.
Resolve is opting for it once more.
Max
Here we are on
Brass.
Sky Arena.
No changes whatsoever in the arms for both.
This is one of my
players.
favorite
Also
maps in the
going
game.
with that Toaster and that Tri-Ball. Meanwhile, Twintel
It's
going
pretty.
full Chillas here.
Well,
And
there-
you've got Twintel
so you have the
already
center
down to
stage that is
75% health and
lifted
Resolve
up as a
keeping the higher
platform.
ground in Sky
Right.
Arena.
That you have to jump onto.
Yeah, it's so important to stay in the middle
And
of
it,
the stage at Sky
yeah,
Arena,
there's
just
a big
because if
dynamic
you're
for
knocked
that.
off, you have to expend your jump to get back there. And as you can tell by Nobi, jumping is not something you really want to do. You can see him stay a lot more grounded. just
Mr.
because when you're in
Ibuki
the
also
air, your
says that
options
jumping
are
is
so
not
limited.
something you want to do in
Nobi
arms.
had the higher ground for a moment here. Now both fighters in the middle part of this level here.
'Cause it really
Sky
just-
Arena.
it makes you
Nobi
vulnerable.
with a fully charged rush attack ready to go. Gets the throw
Right.
on Resolve. Might not even have to dig into that rush attack. Resolve just one hit away from
Oh,
getting
wow.
knocked out. Nobi doing a great job of countering back and coming back this round.
Yeah, but one of the scariest things about Springman is once he's below 15% health, all of his punches will be charged. Looks like Nobi won't even have to deal with that as he takes that game. Both of them
Solid.
standing outside the ring for that one.
And that's really a huge
Yeah, that
bonus
was-
to Nobi to not have to use your rush attack to
It's like it's a different game.
Resolve
Just
has
like
huge
change
rush
the
attack
stage
ready
and
to
all of
go.
a sudden
You see both
somebody
fighters
else has the
left and
advantage.
right,
Yeah.
trying to get a feel for each other. Nobody being too aggressive right now. But here comes the rush
Oh.
attack. Nobi saw the opening and was so quick to get those arms out.
So one of the things that I want to see is how Nobi is going to
Wow.
this next round.
Wow, he brought it right back.
One of the dominating strategies against Springman is keep your rush, sit on it until you get him below maybe 30 health.
Yeah,
and
I'll
then
see a
you're
lot
able
of
to
people
pop
just
it
like throw
and
their
just
rush
attack
attacks
that
away,
comeback
but
factor altogether.
it's not that hard to find an opening, and as soon as you see it,
Nobi at
you can
under
really just
50%
throw it
health.
out
Resolve's got
immediately.
Nobi
Right.
right now. Nobi going with those
You just
double
gotta be
throws, as we
patient.
said.
Yeah.
You've got the Toaster and Tri-Bolt for Resolve at this point. 50 seconds left. Nobi down to about 30% health. Neither fighter able to connect with a couple punches here for the last 10 seconds. They're doing a great job of dodging and bobbing and weaving. You know that Tri-Bolt's going to have a wider area of a horizontal plane to connect with, but the charged Chilla going to go ahead and connect for Nobi, and the throw
Dodging
for
and bobbing
Nobi
and weaving.
to make things a little bit more
Dodging.
interesting with 35 seconds left.
Yeah, that was
Judging.
really beautiful.
I like judging.
In that situation, since he was hit by the charged Chilla and Nobi, just reading that situation perfectly, getting the grab as these guys are.
It's funny. I think my stream is behind both of you
Resolve
guys.
getting a couple of
You
hits
said
off
dodging
Nobi.
and bobbing and
Nobi has no
weaving
choice but to
exactly
go
the
to that
same
rush attack. However,
time that like
does
I
nothing
heard
at
it
all as
on
Resolve
the
sitting
actual
about
stream.
40% health. Nobi at
I know, I'm definitely behind
35%.
Brandon. If you're
Resolve
behind
right
me,
now
like,
might just wait this one out.
I'm sorry,
11
man.
seconds left. Might not have enough time to get the KO, but you got to avoid.
I don't know how I
getting
ended up.
scammed. Oh,
Like, I'm the
critical
one streaming
throw
this
from
out too
Nobi.
at the same
Will it be
time, so I don't know
enough,
why
though?
I would be ahead of either of you.
2,
Right.
And the rush attack
Whoa,
from Resolve will get
okay.
the KO with 1 second left. Hey, listen,
That was
small
hype.
points, they don't really matter at all, but you might as well make that victory look good.
Oh.
Resolve really letting it.
Oh,
rip on
wow.
because he
And then
knew
here comes
that it
Logan.
was so
That was
close
a nice
to life lead,
turnaround.
and it was just a coin toss.
Yeah,
whether it
wow.
was gonna land a little
There
bit
was
of
1
damage,
second
or
left.
it was gonna full on hit. He was going to take that round. Didn't even want to.
Yeah, you're like 10 seconds behind me at least.
Because Nobi does have that charged rush.
Nobi has the charged rush and the higher ground at this point.
Like, usually
However,
about the time you're
Resolve able to
finished, like,
connect with that
commenting on
charged
it,
toaster
that's when you
and
see
makes
it?
It happens, yeah.
Nobi, that's not going to do anything as a rush attack. That's like getting tickled by a feather, folks. 76 seconds left in this one. Resolve at 70.
Logan, maybe you should just refresh your page.
Still with a pretty full life.
No, I've refreshed it several times.
Oh, wow.
Under 50%
Yeah,
health.
like
This is
I
critical
though it's
action
live.
because if you can get
I
this
mean,
round,
it's
you're gonna
just
tie the game
I don't know what the
one in
difference
best of 5
is.
Definitely. You could see how this sort of seesaw in terms of the rush charging is playing out. Resolve needs to use his sooner rather than later because Nobi is getting one of his own. He does use it, but at an inopportune time because he's only going to get the chip damage out of that. Meanwhile, Nobi firing back.
Oh, man,
isn't able
that
to
was
get
a
anything
waste.
out of it.
It's a couple of bad
Man,
shooters
all
here,
this
unfortunately, the rush
esports
attack
commentary is
does
getting
not
like
connect,
really
but
good.
This throw will connect for Resolve, and now you
Yeah,
got the
I'm
light, basically.
like I said, I've been impressed with this guy. He pretty much like headlined the last Nintendo World Championships, and he made it really fun to watch.
Charged. Chilla connects, and the throw for Nobi. Nice little combo right there. Resolve down to about 10% health. It's only going to be a couple more punches before Resolve gets KO.
And I'm pretty sure these guys are just like working at the treehouse.
Call it a comeback here. Oh, Resolve! Unbelievable! And you see where the ability of Springman
that was good.
It's so difficult to ice him out.
The guy's not named Resolve for
I got there.
He is able to slowly bring it back from the
it's Logan's turn.
defeat against Nobi there. And you could see
Yeah, I heard you guys talking, and I was like, uh-oh. Something just changed about... Oh, no.
He had excellent presence of mind, but just that comeback factor, that comeback kid that Resolve...
That comeback factor, man.
Resolve emerging from the Lazarus pit to get the victory there.
Comeback factor, woo!
A 2-0 lead when it comes to the game. So now you're looking at Nobi. Nobi has to
that was a really close one. I like that.
In order to advance, Resolve, meanwhile,
the way that Springman kind of trapped Twintel in for that last grab
Speaking of that, you can
was very impressive.
No change in their arms. You got the Toaster Tri-Bolt again for Resolve.
This place is so like pink and purple. I like it.
This is a fun stage.
These guys are on
There's these center blocks that appear that you can punch through.
Interested to see how this is going to play out.
And you see Nobi doing such a great job of
eventually they'll start coming up.
Do they give you the power of love?
They give you the power of stealth.
I want Captain Falcon for arms. Okay.
That's what's impressive about these players. Not only
let's just turn arms into another Smash Bros game.
Everything's gonna be Smash Bros. Mario Kart is Smash Bros. Arms is Smash Bros. Splatoon's gonna be Smash Bros.
Mario Kart needs to become more Smash Brothers. We're getting close with it.
Yeah.
Link, I remember like when Link got announced and I was just like, excuse me?
That was so good though.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. We got Animal Crossing in there now and Splatoon.
I've actually been thinking a lot about that. Like, I wonder like if they'll still call it, you know, Mario Kart going forward. I imagine they will, just because from a marketing standpoint, like, it's Mario. But then, like, having more Nintendo characters, I mean, I'm all for that.
Yeah, they don't want to... I think it would probably not work in their favor to drop the Mario Kart name.
Right. But like, you know, having all these characters is great. I love racing as Link. I love racing as, you know, Animal Crossing characters. Splatoon.
You know, them adding Inklings to Mario Kart 8 was reason enough for me to buy the game again.
Right.
As if we need another reason, or as if we need more reason to buy it again.
Yeah.
Resolve able to outlast Nobi there.
Resolve's really just got this match in control.
Yeah.
Online open finals.
This is going to be just a clean sweep.
You've got Nobi dancing in the middle right now.
Yeah.
Chilla's Resolve, meanwhile, really likes to use that combo with that toaster. Oh! But both rush attacks engage. And it's going to be Nobi that gets the best of that one.
I'm not going to lie, though, for
and really what
Mario Kart, I would really like it if they went back to having, like, something to make characters more unique. If they're going to start adding in, like, characters from other, like, franchises and whatnot, give them something that really sets them apart, makes playing as them different.
And that's why Nobi was able to get more damage out of that.
Like a big brother, weight comes in handy in the battle of this matchup here.
You know, I really wonder if I'll end up getting a Mario Kart 9 on Switch. I got a feeling we will.
I feel like we will. It'll just take a while because they gave us 8 right out of the gate.
I mean, we know the Mario Kart team is done working on ARMS. So maybe they'll go back to Mario Kart 8 again, or Mario Kart 9. Yeah, they've mentioned wanting to go back to that Double Dash format.
I hope they do. Double Dash was so good.
Even if like Double Dash is just like a mode in a regular Mario Kart game, I'd be cool with that.
Yeah,
right. Resolve's going to keep Nobi pushed back. Nobi tried it, but no. And we said it was the one arm that probably made the
This is it. I mean, this is the
It's his final result.
Yeah, that Tri-Bolt was the
that was a clean sweep.
Like, it was just absolutely incredible.
Sorry,
Twintella.
I like that. That's good stuff right there. And so you looked at that matchup, and once again, what we saw the first time around with Gora Magal, in his match.
Gormagal. Excuse me, it's Gormagala, and it's a Monster Hunter monster.
They stuck with their arms the entire
Monster Hunter for Smash.
Jared.
Basic default loadout arms for each of these characters. The Chillas for Twintelle, and then of course the Toaster.
Jared's really well spoken though.
Yeah, really, I think what that speaks to is just having such
And he's got that, like, The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson smile.
I mean, like, Resolve has been doing the same thing with Springman since the beginning of the game. All these new arms comes out, he's like, nah, I don't really need that. He has such solid.
All right, I gotta take a potty break. I'll be right back.
Make it happen, boy.
Last match, Resolve advances on, so it'll be Resolve versus Pineapple in our first semifinal match when we get there. But before we take you there, we're gonna get set for our third match, and that's gonna be between Goof and Twin. And as we said, a lot of these fighters are very familiar with each other.
I wish I had that Pineapple Resolve.
For Twin as we get set for match number 3.
So what we're going to see here is a Lollipop, who's a character you don't really see all that
Oh,
often.
so it's Goof.
A little, I don't want to say goofy, but, you know, his name is Goof. But it's a little weird in terms of how this character functions. Looks like he's going up against Dr. Coil on this, one of the
there's Griff.
newest character, one of the latest characters we've seen in ARMS, just very unique.
Goof going as Dr. Coil right now, going to go ahead and go with the Toaster in the right arm, and then the...
I'm unfamiliar with both
left
of these
arm.
characters.
Meanwhile, Twin as
That's cool.
I like the clown one because she looks funny. Look at she's all like she like puffs
Let's
up.
go ahead and talk about Goof going as Dr. Coil. You're always levitating.
Those are
so
cool
that means
shields.
The arms for anyone that's facing
Yeah, right.
is going to treat Dr. Coils if Dr. Coil's on the ground. So keep an eye out for that. But right now, Goof able to get the early rush attack going. Both fighters still with plenty of health.
Yeah, so speaking of being grounded, you can see Goof actually keeping his feet on the ground for most of this. He's levitating a little bit, but one of the most unique aspects of Dr. Coil is her ability to kind of sit in the air and just fly up there constantly. Looks like he doesn't think that's a good idea, and I think it's because of the Biffler, because it is such verticality, he's able to stuff him if he ever tries to go up there.
Goof with the Tri-Blast and Toaster right now.
Oh, we got
Dr.
DLC
Coil
characters.
The early advantage of this.
Yeah.
However,
Yes, sir.
Twin is Lollipop, full rush attack ready to go. Nice little 1-2 combo.
I've played
by
as
the
Lollipop.
Biffler.
I haven't played as,
Send Dr. Coil to the ground.
Dr. Coil.
As we know,
Dr. Coil, yeah.
When she gets up, she'll be invisible for a moment.
So like
Yeah,
they
give her
framed
his
like Dr.
escape
Coil as
pressure,
like the
really get out of there,
villain
there's
of the
that rush
whole
combo,
series.
325 plus
Right.
the 20 damage
Like she
off the grab
created
right there. Goof has got
the
a
Helix.
Helix, the head thing.
Until the next game. I mean, he's only one hit away.
Springtron,
Lollipop
and she's the one who took
one
over
more
Max
punch.
Brass.
However, Goof trying to climb back into this one.
Right.
9 seconds
With
left. Can
the
Goof
head
do
thing,
enough
its name I
damage?
can't remember right
this
now.
is a big time rush attack. Will that
It's
do
a
it? Is
big
there
time
enough
rush
time?
attack?
More damage. Goof with the early advantage is coming down to one more punch. And no, Goof, unbelievable comeback in the closing seconds of this one, courtesy of that rush attack to take the first round away from.
Oh my gosh.
dang.
Oh my god. Oh my
That was
gosh.
an ending.
Unbelievable.
That
He's
was
able to-
that was hype.
You
There's
want to
so
talk
much
about a
going on.
close,
Really
like
tough
a
for him to
close
take the round.
match?
And I think a big
Like
part of
I
that
don't
is
think
Spring's
I've seen
stadium
around.
is so small.
They got the clock hit
Twin has
0
really
on that
easy to
KO.
escape to with such a
And they were like
defensive
literally
and
like
it's giving
one more hit
a lot of
each.
pressure.
Dr. Coil and Goof able to get some early damage on Twin and Lollipop. Both fighters though at about.
I like that
75%.
Dr. Coil kind of like floats above the ground.
That charge
Yeah.
connecting is going to make it a little hard to see. Let's turn on the wipers and get that off. your
Dr.
screen.
Coil might also be
Meanwhile,
one of my
Broken
favorite
Beast
designs
by
of the
Dr.
cast
Coil,
right
but
now.
There comes that Biffler once again, and honestly, for players this good, how much does that charge attribute of blinding the screen affect you?
Not especially. Honestly, at this level, these guys know each other.
I like
so
when
well,
she
and they know the
charges
game
her
that they can
arms,
kind of still be able to see a little bit
her like
through there.
shoulder
It's
mounts
more
like
of
like
the
expand.
ability of the Biffler to knock Dr. Coil out of the air. I think that's why Twin took it. But I mean, the Biffler. I mean, we could talk so much about high-level play and about how the blind doesn't really affect you, but in the moment, who can say?
Yeah, it's not convenient. Let's be honest.
Let's say
Nobody
that,
wants a
yeah.
big bug on their windshield. Both fighters under 25% health. Rush attack ready to go for both of them. Goof trying to go ahead and take this round to take the first game in this best of 5. Goof though misses with the rush attack and then gets blocked by Lollipop and Twin and Lollipop Twin. However, trying to find.
Has
Dr.
anybody
Coil.
used the
Twin's
Ibuki
got a rush
special?
attack.
I haven't
Might
noticed
deploy
yet.
it here soon if we want to hang on for the round.
What's the
victory.
Ibuki special?
Oh, but that ice dragon
He'll
just
throw
a
you
little
onto
too
the spring
slow.
pad,
Coil
and then as you
Goof
bounce on the
trying to
spring
close
pad,
this
he'll
one
hit you
out.
with a rush
A couple
attack.
more punches on Twin and
Yeah, I don't think
Lollipop.
that's happened
Meanwhile, that'll do it right there. That
That's the
hard
Ibuki
post
special, man.
Shutting the door and any comeback attempts for
I dig
Twin
it.
and Lollipop. and the victory and the first game goes
Man.
to Dr. Coyle.
I really think that that stage was just not beneficial to Twin.
These are really close.
Have to hope for something a little bit better on this one. I think Spring Stadium is just so small that Lola Pop can't really get her defensive game going, and I think that really was.
Yeah, Lola Pop is a really defensive character, so
One of those characters that
yeah, I don't know if that stage was a great match for her necessarily.
Yeah.
So I don't know if these are these fighters locked into their characters?
The fact that the spring sends you back,
I get the impression that they are.
Let's see if Lola Pop goes with anything differently. No, Twin's going to go with that Biffler once again and that Ice Dragon. Meanwhile, Goof again.
Oh man, I once fought a Helix online that was just using double dragons for his arm set, and I just could not get up to him for some reason.
Goof able to connect with a couple. However, that charged Ice Dragon by Twin
I raged.
slow things down.
Yeah, I really do think that this DNA Lab, this stage, this random stage that they picked, I think this is going to be a lot better for Twin in terms of the matchup. I think Goof.
I love that stamp arm. It just blocks your vision for a second.
You could see Twin kind of sitting back, trying to take his shots with the Biffler and the Ice Dragon.
Yeah, I could see that getting like
you guys have rush, but neither of them
pretty
want to use it
obnoxious
anytime soon.
if you're against someone with that.
Yeah.
It's like it does really like impede your visibility there.
I love the variety of effects with all the arms. Like, you know, it's like I haven't watched a lot of this game, especially since they've, you know, released all this content. So seeing like something like that where it kind of like stamps the vision of the one character playing.
Scary because this is what happened in the first round of the last game, right? I mean, Goof was starting to come back very slowly, and he was able to execute.
There's such a variety in like the way arms will arc differently than one another. The effects once you've charged them, and you know any arm can be applied to any character in the game. So on top of a character's unique ability, you can customize it even further with one arm each.
Right.
I can dig it.
So there's a huge level of customization in this game.
This is really the only. This is
not great at rushing.
This is the kind of zany thing that like you only ever see from like Nintendo.
Yeah.
Block it as easily, but unfortunately the
Goof is like
not great
a lot more aggressive this round.
Right there.
Lola Pop connects with the throw.
Getting in there.
50% health. Meanwhile,
I mean, after he drops a round, you know.
Yeah. Although the Ice Dragon and the
he's not having it anymore.
300 damage. That's going to go ahead and send Goof closer.
So is the sequel to Arms going to be Arms 2, or is it going to be 2 Arms?
Let's see.
It's legs.
But does Arms have legs?
Make another comeback. Goof does have a rush attack.
I mean,
arms and legs.
Arms and legs.
40% health for Lola Pop. Lola Pop
that would kind of like ruin Min Min because her whole shtick is that she can kick.
Advantage goes to Goof with 30 seconds left.
And he throws out the grab. He knew that would be.
She's the star of that game,
Twin
though.
Just had that well scouted.
And to play Arms and Legs, you have to have 2 sets of Joy-Cons.
It's actually a Nintendo Labo set.
22 seconds left. Twin just needs to connect with one punch. Goof
Labo comes out.
Punch, but no, this
coming
throw
month.
from Goof will do it. And that makes it 1
420, bruh.
Wow, Goof really pulled that out.
Goof looking to get his second
way to go, Goof.
Best of 5 matchup. Meanwhile, Twin trying to even things up. If he can get this round, it'll make it 1-1 overall in this match. Let's go ahead and pick this one up. No change in arms.
There's one, well, there's actually 2 more DLC characters, not counting like Max Brass, because he was in the game at launch, just not playable. I think his name is like Misango, and he has like some kind of like Shulk-like ability where he can change his stats.
Oh, okay.
I want to see someone play as him because I haven't tried him yet.
Really good, especially for an arm like the Ice Dragon. Unfortunately, now Goof has sort of altered his playstyle. All of the pillars are gone, so Twin.
Dr. Coyle's got a cool grab.
And that's a huge change to this level and another variable you have to be presented for because now Lola Pop, a defensive character, doesn't have as much protection to hide behind. That Ice Dragon connects, though. That's going to go ahead and put the freeze on Goof as Lola Pop connects with the throw. Both fighters with the rush attack
I think
ready to go.
the Arms comic is supposed to start soon.
Take the game here.
Oh, there's an Arms
throw as well, too.
Yeah.
What are you seeing as we see that third charged arm pop
It may be out already. I could be wrong.
Right.
But it's supposed to play a little bit more into the backstory of these guys.
Lola can do where she can kind of move forward and move around even while blocking.
I am always down for world building. Give me an interesting world and tell me all about it.
To be honest, for me, like that's really the only thing missing from Arms right now is a package.
But Twin is able to get that block.
Yeah. I mean, I love what they're doing with the paid DLC for Splatoon with the Octo expansion.
However,
you know,
seconds left.
it's very much like lore driven.
Default and time. Goof with over 50% health, and if you're Goof, you're looking pretty good.
Which was kind of lacking in Splatoon 2, so they're really making up for that.
Right.
We'll
go ahead and take the round.
I remember like in Splatoon 1 collecting those C scrolls and seeing like the little details that they would tell you.
Dang.
They weren't as great in the second game.
Right.
Yeah, it really looked like Twin.
The clown is down. The clown is down.
But then Goof just, like you said, sort of reading the field, reading.
A lot of these matches seemed like really one-sided in this this quarterfinal.
Hopefully, it'll pick up in the next round.
If you're Lollipop, can you then maybe?
Yeah, I mean, realistically, okay. After this one, we have one more for the first set of matchups, and then we got 2 more. So we only have like
4
matches left.
4 more matchups.
Yeah.
After this one.
Well, Goof and Twin making it easy for us, staying with the same.
It's a Saturday. They don't want to keep their boys at work too long.
Dr. Coil and Goof.
Right.
For Twin, it's the Ice Dragon and the.
Oh, I haven't played on this stage yet.
No, we're in Misongo stage, and more pillars that can help Twin and Lollipop find some defensive cover.
Sure. The only issue is that it's still sort of a small stage comparatively. You can see
the bit.
I like the visual design of the stage a lot.
It can be very long.
I like the visual design of this whole game.
Yeah. The perpendicular.
I've seen Roger's Base kind of like compare it to Overwatch.
Twin, though, a flawless round so far.
Just like with the sheer variety of like visual design, and I think I agree with him.
Lollipop throwing out the throw, although that throw gets canceled out by a nice, timely charged rush attack right there. However,
and that game doesn't have a story mode either, and all of their lore is like comic driven and whatnot.
Man, this round feels really one-sided right now.
Twin, how about that?
Twin just
Twin found their stage.
Took that, yeah.
A near perfect victory for Lollipop and Twin.
Yeah, he just totally flipped the script on him on that one. It
boy.
Like this might have been a rougher stage, but Twin making the right adjustments. I think that he's.
I want to see one of these go to like the fifth game.
Just sort of resign.
Let's hope that the final match goes to Game 5.
Starting to fight back.
No change for either character as we get set for a second round. Twin trying to
be like the closest thing that you can have.
Oh yeah, this stage is really small, and there's like a small incline.
Yeah, it's just like this half circle.
Meanwhile, you've got Goof with 75% health at this point, trying to keep Lollipop on the ropes, although that rush attack is going to miss, and Lollipop still has a fully charged rush attack in her quiver, ready to go at any point.
Yeah, that might have just knocked the wind out of the sails as this rush is going to connect, getting 300.
I like how you said denied, and I was like, I was waiting for the moment that he's referring to, and I just saw it.
The thing that could happen to him as Twin is looking for another almost perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Things done right now, looking to try and connect with either that Biffler and does, and there's the victory right there. And
oh wow.
Okay.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow.
And with this tournament, all of our fighters are back in the comfy confines of their own home right now.
Wow, 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 wow. That was like,
one of the aspects
that almost felt easy. Like what changed?
The comeback kid, man.
Being able to hang in there, and you are audience for understanding
I'll be right back.
too. And so you look at all the variables that these fighters have to overcome, and it just shows you how dynamic and capable they are.
Definitely. And just to let you guys know, we actually did run a connection test before the tournament. Everything came out great. These guys are no strangers to each other either. These guys invested in a LAN switch just to make sure
this is one of my favorite stages.
To have the highest connection possible as we start out on the scrapyard stage for our potentially final game.
Right now, you've got 2-1.
It's nice and big, but there's also like this section where Lollipop is right now. It's just this higher area.
Right now, you've got
Lollipop's got the higher ground.
Biffler and Ice Dragon for Twin and Lollipop.
It really is like the best position to be in.
Dr. Coil. However, Twin right now using the distance and higher ground to Lollipop.
Everybody's very consistent.
Yeah, really, that's what it's going to come
down
to, is how well Twin can do in terms of sort of sitting back, trying to.
I think that's something that the pro scene needs to evolve a little bit in. Is you need to have a couple sets that you can rely on.
Is that if you're on that higher ground, it forces your opponent.
But these guys are like forced to use the arms that they've have unlocked.
Connecting with the rush attack, courtesy of Dr. Coil. How about that?
And if you unlock the same arm twice for a character, that arm set actually gets a +10 damage per hit.
From Goop will
wow.
Twin to the floor with the KO. Goof trying to dodge around these pillars, trying to connect with that Tri-Blast. That Tri-Blast not doing any damage right there. That Ice Dragon.
I think Dr. Coil is going to take this game.
Toaster ready to go
I
for
do too.
Goof and Dr. Coil, and that will do it though. The Tri-Blast connecting with the left. And
I'm just glad Twin won
good at aiming
a match.
Yeah, I mean, it's not an easy feat to
kind
hit
of-
some of the best players in the
kind of
world.
embarrassing,
sort of
you know,
dodging
get
around these
curb
pillars,
stomps.
But Goof was able to make it to happen. And honestly, one
In,
of the
like, front of
biggest things
a
to take away from
huge
that last
online
match is
audience.
Goof was able to get his rush
Yeah.
back. Meanwhile, Twin was sitting
But I
on
mean,
his
Twin had that like
so true, and Twin not able to connect
that
with that
one
rush attack right there, so that's going to
round that was, I think, perfect. Didn't take like any damage or very minimal. So like, if he was gonna win just one set, like he did it very well.
Good job of
Yeah.
to the higher ground, as we mentioned. Dr. Coil just hanging on to that rush attack, trying to use it.
Biffler.
And there's the opening that you're looking for, and Dr. Coil is going to step in through that door with a fresh.
The name of some of these arms just like
So one of the
cracks
things that
me
you're
up.
going to have to realize if you're Twin is that Goof,
They're
whenever he has a
really
rush, he's throwing
creative.
out a million grabs. And the reason he does it is because he knows he can instantly retract
Yeah,
his
I think
arm
this is,
with the
I
rush.
think this is
Twin
Goof's
throws
game.
out an arm trying to stop
Yeah.
it. He's able to use that option select and totally blow him up. Meanwhile, Twin using a rush of his own, not really getting
Also,
a
it's
lot
kind
of
of ironic
Twin
that the
trying to
guy
hang
whose
on
name
for
is
his
Goof
tournament
is
hopes.
not playing
Meanwhile,
as the
Goof, if
clown.
he can get the KO right here, will advance to the semifinals. A couple punches left for Twin, and Goof can connect
that's
on
pretty
these.
good.
Goof will advance. However, nice little 1-2 combo by Twin.
Goof's struggling
trying
to finish
stay
this out.
alive. However, Goof has that rush attack ready to go. And here comes the rush
Ooh.
attack from Goof. Is it going to be enough to get the KO? No.
Wow.
Twin doesn't
Goof
want to make
trying
this
that
too
throw.
easy.
Lollipop able to counter, and
Okay,
there's
that's
the
it.
throw. Not only will it get the KO, but Dr.
That was
Coil
impressive.
will go ahead and throw Twin out of this tournament. and
Twin,
move on to the semifinals.
Twin was hanging in there.
Twin just
Ooh.
in desperation trying to get that rush up. He was so close. If he had it, he might have been able to clinch that one out. but just
Twin
not
did
letting
so
it happen
good
gets
trying to,
Dr.
like,
Coil
bring that
just
back.
elated at this
Yeah.
prospect as
That
Goof
was
is gonna
impressive.
advance
That was a
into
good
the
try.
tournament.
Yeah.
It seemed like Goof throughout this match really had
Good
a
try,
chance to learn
Twin.
the play style of Twin and Lollipop and understood, okay, I need to throw out a couple more throws.
Twin got
As
goofed.
Lollipop blocking. Get close to Lollipop. Really try to put some pressure on because Lollipop is really willing
Thank
to
you,
stay
comments.
at higher ground. And
Twin got
It really
goofed
just
though.
speaks to how important it was for Goof to be able to close that distance, trying to create that pressure with that.
But my boy
Tri-Blast.
Pineapple,
And
he's
those
going all the
grabs
way.
throwing out, it seemed like it was almost.
I'm
like
actually kind of
novice
rooting for,
strategy. You're just
Springman
throwing out a billion
Resolve.
grabs. You know they're going to get stuff, but Goof had a plan in mind, and he executed.
I'm torn.
Awesome stuff.
I have a
Once
soft.
That's gonna be the hardest one for me to like
Same
decide who I
the
want to
entire match, so you saw that
proceed.
there was a lot of
I have like a
consistency
soft
right there and some
spot
great
for
matches.
people who
Let's go ahead
play
and
as
take a
like
look at
the
bracket
vanilla
right now.
character.
Goof with a U
Yeah.
advances.
Because it's usually unpopular.
It's just extra goofy.
Just
That's
extra
what it
goofy
is.
right
Yeah.
there. Yeah, of course
Like,
it's
you know, I
right.
play Mario and Smash
Goof
Brothers,
advances to
and
the semifinals, which
he's
brings
not a
us
very
to our
popular
fourth
choice.
match of the opening round, Sarosa versus Griff.
Extra goofy.
And you look at the information on these fighters, what do we expect?
Sarosa and
So
Griff.
Sarosa actually coming
Sarosa.
through. He does play a
I want
very
Griff,
strong.
just for
Master Mummy.
name
I
alone.
want to see if that's what we're gonna see here.
Heavyweights.
Yeah, oh, there
Master
it is.
Mummy,
Got it
boy.
locked in. So the reason I wasn't sure is because he also plays.
I like
Twin
Master
Tail,
Mummy
but
a lot.
Master Mummy, such a unique character. Gonna be awesome to see here.
Master Mummy
I main
and
Master Mummy,
Sarosa
and I
gonna
main
go
Max
with the
Brass
cracker
and
in
Ribbon
the
Girl.
left arm, and then meanwhile you've got Griff that is.
I used to
I
main
want-
Mechanica, but I got
One of the
it got too
faster
hard.
arms here, one of the newer ones, the Scully. Tell us about the
I
Scully
want
and that
Griff
poison
to win
applicator,
this
how that can
because
come
he's
into
got the
play.
better name, but I feel like it'd be more interesting to have
marketed as in terms of the arms
Master Mummy?
universe is
Yeah.
just so stripped down.
Proceed.
incredibly
Yeah,
fast.
I want Master
versus
Mummy.
another
And I think
Dr.
we saw
Coil.
Dr. Coil.
earlier from one of our fighters using that Scully. So
I'll learn
glad
these
to
names
see it here.
eventually.
You can see as Sir Rose's
It'll help when I actually start playing the game that I've had
12
since
damage off,
The-
but
the-
as you can
the
see
cool
from
thing
Master
about
Mummy,
Master
he gets
Mummy
blocked a little bit,
is
he gets
that,
health back. So really, it's no
He
sweat
can
off
heal
the
himself.
And Master Mummy gonna
All he
use
has to
every
do is
opportunity
shield.
to regenerate
So for
some of
being
that
a
health
character
back.
doesn't
However,
move very
that
quickly,
poison chipping
you
away,
know,
and you see that
if you're not
poison
aggressive
trigger
on him,
increases every
he's just
time
gonna
you
get all that
connect
health
another
back.
charged poison shot.
Exactly, yeah.
Right now, 52 seconds left. Sarosa
And his
about
throw is
60%
like a
health.
200
Meanwhile,
damage
Griff is about
guarantee.
50% with Dr. Coil.
Dang.
You've got Master Mummy that's really doing a fine job of bobbing and weaving despite his size and hitbox right now. Got a rush attack ready to go, and you know how dangerous that can be if Master Mummy can connect those throws as well, too. They're gonna do
Yeah, Dr.
200
Coil, man.
damage.
Griff
So
is
for
like-
Dr. Coil, you want to
He's staying really defensive on this
honestly,
one.
I think he's going to be pretty well suited to avoid that just because his character can levitate and sort of move around in unpredictable ways.
That's the nice
I
thing
think this
about like
can
being
be
able to
hard
give
for
any
Mummy
character
as he
any
does
set of
land that
arms.
grab
So like
right
with
there.
a slow
Sitting on the
character
rush
like
as well.
Mummy,
And also,
you
Sir
can give him
Rosa
a fast
has
set of
very
arms.
bad positional disadvantage because he's outside
Right.
of the ring.
Absolutely, and Griff able to
I
take
dig
advantage
that.
of that with the critical throw. Sarosa down to about 20%.
Come on,
health.
Mummy, take
Get
it
down to
home.
The final 10 seconds, slowly trying to regenerate, but might not be enough with only 6 seconds. seconds left. One throw
block
could
that
do
grab.
it. However, Soroza looks like it's not going to be enough left in the tank. as Dr. Coil and Griff going to go ahead and get the victory due to the health advantage as time goes down. First round on this one goes
Griff
to
knew what he had to do.
Dr.
That was the
Coil.
smart play, I think.
We saw that strategy from Rosa going with that cracker and then also trying to once again really keep Griff at bay using the larger size of what Master Mummy can do.
Right, and it looks like he's swapped out to the bub on this one. I think he realized that the light arm of the cracker was getting blown through in a lot of instances, and I think that's why he switched it up, but unfortunately,
this is not looking good for Mummy.
Already below half health.
Nope.
You've already got Griff and Dr. Coil making quick work. That poison attribute just going to chip away, so really going to negate some of that blocking and regeneration ability of Master Mummy. Meanwhile, Griff and Dr. Coil just keeping their distance and just kind of poking away. And here comes the throw. However, that was baited in by Sarosa.
Oh, that was
counters with the rush
maybe
attack,
not a smart move.
Distance to make that call right there, as Master Mummy is left to just sort of sit back and turtle and gain some health back. But the rush attack from Griff and Dr. Coil is going to really put.
So I probably know the answer, but who took that last game?
Ring, he gets grabbed.
It was Griff.
This one cleanly with about 90%.
So Griff just took the first match.
Just very unfortunate.
Oh, I meant the last matchup.
Execute on his Master Mummy
between
strategy.
Goof and
Goof.
To Griff's ability to not let him do it. No grabs landed. He wasn't able to heal for that.
I'm rooting for Mummy in this round because I want to see some variety.
You're going to want to really play up close and pressure the opponent when you know how much damage you can take. The fact
streaming. I'm online.
Non-charge punches, or do you want to keep your distance so you have some breathing room to regenerate that health?
I really think that he's more of a defensive fighter because he does have regenerating ability. I think if you're going to go for a heavyweight that's a little bit more aggressive and oppressive, I think you want to.
Why isn't anybody playing as Max Brass?
He knocks you down and then he gets that huge charge.
Because
I want to hear that Max Brass.
Mummy is better played sort of sitting back, but as you saw right there's still ways to get through that defense.
We saw Griff and Dr. Coil doing a fine job of keeping.
I think nobody's playing as Max Brass just to spite you.
Spite me. It's my OG main, Mechanica.
Oh,
go with that.
Apparently they can change characters.
Hydra on the right, but how might Mechanica fare differently than Master Mummy versus Dr. Coil?
So Mechanica
Mechanica has the ability to
boost.
levitate as well, so he's going to be able to get up in the air. He's not able to do it indefinitely like Dr. Coil is, but he
I like
is able
Mechanica
because
she's the only character who
I'm
doesn't
more
naturally
interested,
have the
actually,
arms
in this
ability.
Hydra pickup because it does have such a vertical arc to it that it should be able to knock Griff out of the air.
And then all the characters who are born with that power have like spirals in their eyes, and she doesn't.
Dr. Coil with that Hydra, a couple of those charges.
That's a nice touch.
Yeah, they really paid attention to their details.
That really fast Scully to kind of poke away at Sarosa and get that poison attribute, and then trying to then connect with that Ram on the left-hand side and go around the pillars.
And you could see Griff sort of sitting behind those pillars trying to make something happen. Sarosa doing it on his own.
That was nice.
Excellent dodge right through that grab. You can punch through the grab, but if you're able to dodge out of it, you can get a much stronger punish.
And a nice little combination there by Griff and Dr. Coil, able to get the rush attack on Sarosa down to about 30% health, 35 seconds.
I knew we had to have at least like one heavyweight player.
Than it looks. Griff able to connect with that.
That's always the hope.
I always feel for the heavyweight players because they never make it.
You've got Sarosa unable to connect, but this rush attack. Oh,
come on!
This might turn the table, but no, both fighters basically equal at this point. 17 seconds left. Next couple of connections are going to be huge right now. Griff, Dr. Coil keeping their distance. Meanwhile, Mechanica, Sarosa missing with that Hydra, missing with that Bub as well too. But the poison might be enough to tick away at Sarosa, and just like a little prick of the finger, unfortunately. That'll do it. Oh, Sarosa able to connect. Let's see what this one comes down to. Hold on. We got to wait after this replay's done.
I think Mechanica won it.
Yeah.
I think when you look at
wow.
Mechanica,
oh, yeah.
How about that? Coming down to the wire,
I thought the poison was going to, like, I thought I was going to seal that.
But he got that, like, last hit in just enough damage.
Yeah, we definitely thought that poison was going to be enough to do it, but awesome stuff to Sarosa, able to make it happen. Griff starting this one out with the rush. Sarosa answering back. He's not going to get a big one, though, because the Hydra
I'm, really enjoying watching this game.
Sarosa at about 60% health.
It really needs some more exposure because the fighting game scene like wasn't like quick to adopt it.
Right.
And
do you think Arms has long legs?
Dr. Coil already to under 25% health.
I don't know.
Trying to keep Dr. Coil at bay right now, but Dr. Coil fighting back right now, gets that charge Ram to connect.
I hope this is a game that kind of goes a while before it gets a sequel.
Is that going to be enough? And yes. Dr. Coil with the.
I mean, the fact that they're, you know, Nintendo is doing this.
That was just huge.
Oh, do you know how much publicity it would get
switched away from the skull? He wanted to go for more of a boomerang.
We got a
type
freaking
art.
Smash
He didn't need
character.
anything so direct.
Like,
and I think
come on,
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Mechanica does. Yeah, she
Let's give this game some more reach.
Looks like he's gone back to it this time, trying to.
I think that's why Nintendo, you know, they're doing their own tournaments for this game.
There with the rush attack,
right.
Just do a little bit of chip damage and a nice little one.
I do like
with that
the lengths that Nintendo of America is going for the competitive scene.
Yes,
they know they have a place there.
Yeah. And I think it's only they're only getting better at it. I think we'll see an increase and a frequent increased frequency of like of these Nintendo events happening. I mean, I think that's certainly been true over the last few years. They brought back, like, you know, Nintendo World Championship, and all of a sudden they're like, oh crap, like people want to see this kind of stuff.
Yeah, we had like 3 tournaments at E3 last year.
Yeah, and then we're getting 2 really big ones. You know, at this E3.
Not out of this by any means.
Yeah, that's gonna. Oh man, Smash and Splatoon. Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. And if the Smash tournament is as big and fun as it was back in 2014, I'm fully on board.
Gotta let that bird fly. They both go at the same time, and it's Dr. Coil and Griff
man.
once again that win the head-to-head matchup of.
That was some Dragon Ball Z stuff at the end there.
Coil and Griff to
Dang
steal
it.
the second game and make it 2-0. And you were saying it right there. You have to go with that rush attack before you're.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for like a moment where somebody just stops and their hair like shoots up and turns a golden color, and
I mean, he had to let it rip right away.
I mean, it's kind of got that effect with the I don't even know what it's called. That's how uninformed I am about this game.
Rush attack.
Because of that, Griff
yeah, the rush attack, like it's just this golden glow.
As we start out on Ribbon Ring.
And really, that last round came down to Griff's ability with Dr.
Yeah, it's good. I do wish that the characters had unique rushes. But the rushes are actually unique per arm. So they're not locked to the character, they're locked to the arms they're using. So honestly that makes more sense anyway.
You've got that Scully, which continues to not do a lot of damage, but it's that chip damage with the poison and just enough to keep Sarosa and Mechanica occupied.
Yeah, it does add up over time. 12 damage doesn't sound like a lot, but that's basically, you know, a tenth of a hit.
Oh,
that stuff can add up very quickly as 245 coming out from that rush there.
And you look at the faster rush attack because of that Scully as well too. You want to certainly connect with those, whether it's 245 or 300. That's a lot of damage, and you don't mind taking a bite that big. However, Sarosa can't connect with the rush attack.
I need a heavyweight in finals, man. Come on.
Mechanica and Sarosa under 50% health.
Yeah, this first round seems pretty like one-sided. It seems like, you know, the person who's dominating really dominates.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You could see he
we did get one
that arm in one round with
win with Mechanica.
It did not plan out for him. And as he gets this rush right there, Sarosa.
But when he played as Master Mummy, it was pretty one-sided.
Sarosa really needs all the help that he can get right now. Griff is just going to take one little prick from the Scully, and that'll do it.
I wonder where this one's going.
Advancing to the semifinals, and it seems like that Scully is really coming in handy to not only just keep some constant damage going against Sarosa and Mechanica,
Young Link for Smash 5
come in so much faster with those rush attacks as we see 2 Scullys.
People are just getting further and further away from it as they go.
From the actual arms.
I think quite a bit of
I like the hair physics.
Just because Sarosa has
it's good.
The medium
Since
arm
like
on the
the
left.
stages are small and really confined, they can spend a lot of extra resources on visual elements.
Both of his punches just
right.
And that's what's difficult. Those Scullys are going to be fast, but they will not be able to penetrate that bub or that.
I remember the first time I saw this game,
right now you see
Sarosa at the Switch Online or the Switch event, and I was like, this just looks like Mario Kart, because it looks like it's just using the same lighting engine.
And just like that, Sarosa Mechanica gets the victory.
Hey,
I doubt we'll see those Scullys again the next
round. I think that was an ill-advised decision. I mean, especially against Mechanica, you really have to charge up that punch to get any kind of leverage, because if you look at it, she's just going to throw that off.
This is the same engine as Mario Kart, isn't it?
Yeah. Did right there.
Griff going with that.
It's nice to see. I mean, not that they wouldn't have done this before, but like knowing that Nintendo is taking some of those resources and just building on top of some of the stuff. So I imagine they, you know,
Right now, Rosa
developing in-house engines all the time, but then using them for several games.
Yeah, they build in-house engines for pretty much every game they make.
Griff's arm is a little damaged,
so to see them repurpose them,
unfortunately, he doesn't feel safe to block.
The game output gets faster, but there's still
Griff
quality.
One more round
I'm fine with it.
Semifinals.
Right.
Yeah. If he can take
like
this
arms
round,
and Mario Kart are so far from each other. So
here comes the rush attack from Rosa.
It's so rare
Griff. However,
to see,
Griff still has the advantage and the rush attack right now. Just looking for a moment to deploy it.
Obviously, a lot of the larger studios have their in-house engines.
Trying to stay alive.
And I'm glad for the existence of things like Unity and Unreal Engine.
Standing between Griff
in terms of like making it easier for independent developers.
Once again, that Scully does what it does.
Like it's also nice to
denied
like sibling until you finally get tired of it and you have to sit out.
Yeah, so incredible.
There it is.
He almost took that. That was super close.
There it is.
He had a sign of life there as he was able to stuff that last rush. Like you said, I thought he was going to pop it right away and just get the chip damage, but he sort of waited for his opportunity.
To the semifinals.
It was not enough as Griff is going to advance.
And you point out a very good point of this. The fact
that
Jared,
I'm sorry, your name's Jordan.
Now, yes, you do get the 3-0 sweep for Griff right there, but I thought it was really in the second game where Rosa was up, just needed one more round.
This is getting me like super pumped.
Why does he have two first names? Who decided that was a good idea?
But you don't.
I'm getting super pumped for the Smash Invitational and Splatoon tournaments.
He gets eliminated.
Yeah, just
I love Nintendo tournaments,
in the
man.
Moment, sometimes you don't notice stuff like that. But good stuff to Griff. Good presence of mind as he throws out the arm.
I hope they do another World Championship this year. I like how they like last year. They didn't like tie it to E3. They just like had it like in the fall at some point.
Griff tried to go with those double Scullys, had no success, and wasn't going to try and force a square peg into a round hole, and says, I'm going to just go back to what's
He's not going to force a square peg into a round hole.
And find some success.
Let's
take a look at our bracket now as we get set for the semifinals. Griff advances on. We'll take on Goof, but before we get to that matchup, we have our first semifinal matchup. It's Pineapple versus Resolve, and as you remember, Pineapple with essentially the biggest upset of this tournament over Gore Magala in the opening round. And
I'm all about that Pineapple Resolve.
A lot of success against that.
I think I'm on
that Kid Cobra
Team Resolve right now.
Really deployed that clapback and played a really strong defense.
Who did Pineapple play again?
You never saw Gore Magala connect with a lot of rush attacks.
Kid Cobra.
And the clapback is going to be very important, I think, here against Resolve, as Resolve has already chosen the boomerang. The reason this is so important, he knows that the Tri-Bolt is not going to be able to penetrate past the clapback, so he doesn't even pick it. It looks like Pineapple was ready also, though, and he does not go with the clapback on his own. Instead, he is the Cracker and the...
We're getting into Arms choice theory right now.
The Burchuck, of course, with Pineapple. There's a lot of nunchucks, and Arms are doing a great job with all this here. Resolve, meanwhile, with the Chakram and the Toaster. And right now, pretty evenly matched right now. Both fighters not able to connect.
That missed grab, and he didn't go for the punish.
How good they are defensively. That Burchuck, of course, is going to operate differently if Kid Cobra is in the air or on the ground. So keep note of that. Meanwhile,
see, this
Resolve
already seems like much closer.
Has a slight health advantage over Pineapple, but then both of them have their rush attacks ready to go.
This is what I came here to see.
Connecting with that rush attack, and once again, those boomerang attributes are huge because they're able to go on the outside with that first hit going on that rush attack.
And you can see right here, Resolve trying to put
the grand finals better
but
be
unfortunately
like
does not pan out 310 damage
the
as
best
Pineapple
thing we've ever
has
seen.
Resolve.
That one has to go.
Resolve fires back,
all the
and now
way
he's in
to
the
the
perfect
fifth game.
position to be able to take
They might
this.
even
if it doesn't, I'm going to be disappointed.
They might do grand finals like best of 7.
With one more hit, we'll do it.
Right.
Whoever fighter can connect next right now. Pineapple and Kid Cobra with that Cracker, but the permanently charged.
I like this a whole lot.
I don't know who's taking this.
In his favor at this point. Some chip damage.
It's like next hit at this point.
Does have a rush attack ready to go. Do you deploy it though? Here it comes. And yes, now that's an example right there of where you realize how much health your opponent has and what advantage you have. And that was the fact that I got a rush attack. What are you going to do about it?
That was
exactly
good.
That was
because he knew that Pineapple was about to get a rush of his own. He just said, all right, let me use this. Let me get this game. I'm going to be at a disadvantage in the next one, but he needed that.
Hey, rush attack. You ain't got one. What you going to do about it?
Guaranteed. So if you got a chance for victory, you have to take advantage of it. Meanwhile,
how are the rush attacks built up?
Against Pineapple.
Taking damage and dealing damage.
Back to that clap back and Cracker. Let's see how
well, actually, just like shooting an arm off increases the meter whether you land or not.
Right, okay.
So the game is actively encouraging you to throw punches out.
Right here, really surprised the stage hasn't broken yet. Of course, when the middle of the stage breaks, you do get that trampoline aspect in there.
Oh yeah, the center of the stage does break. No one's done it yet.
Forcing him to reconsider about throwing out that toaster.
Yeah, both fighters with a decent amount of health. However, Pineapple at about 90% resolve. It's 60%, 55 seconds left in this one, so it'll be interesting to see if you can get the KO before time expires. Pineapple doing a great job of just staying behind that clapback. But no, Pineapple able to cancel out Resolve's rush attack, and now Pineapple has a charged rush attack.
We're getting really like up close and personal.
Ooh. Yeah, like a lot of the matches we've seen, you know, they stay like as far away from each other as possible.
A little bit. I don't know if you saw that, but he moved it back and forth.
There's less room for error when you get closer.
Broken, and he was still able to get that rush out, and he didn't take much damage out of it. So I think Resolve is really feeling himself right now.
Very impressive. Although Resolve's gonna have to feel himself some more because he's down right now. 25%
really feeling himself right now, but Resolve's gonna have to feel himself even more.
On the clock left at this moment. Resolve does have that rush attack ready to go. It might be whether or not you see him deploy it, knowing that I'm down in health.
Oh man,
seconds.
Why you always mad? Because I'm feeling myself.
For the next round, he knows that he has a round.
Oh, he's got an arm down. Use the rush, dude. Come on.
I think he's gonna hold on to it until the next game. But unfortunately, that puts Pineapple.
He could have taken that. As soon as that arm was down, he couldn't guard anymore. So a rush attack would have finished the match.
Pineapple playing a fine defensive game right there. No switching arms. Winner of this round will take the first game in our first semifinal match.
I don't see people like actively like aiming
that's going to connect, and that'll do
for arm disability.
Trying to play a more patient game and wait out the clock.
What do you mean?
Pineapple now going to have to be
if you miss the body of the player and you hit their arm, you weaken the arm. If you do it enough times, the arm is disabled. And basically, once one arm is down, they lose most of their ability to move, and they can't guard. That's a free rush attack.
So defensive in his own right, is able to deflect those out. There's no problem. And
he had the opportunity, but you know that trampoline stopped him from taking it.
Resolve is able to chase him down, sort of circle around him, and Pineapple has to use that trampoline to get out.
Yeah, see the circle scraping from Resolve right now as Pineapple sort of just bounces around in the middle. Pineapple underneath 50% health. Resolve with the health advantage at this point. However, 50 seconds left, plenty of time as Resolve gets that rush attack ready to go. And what you're seeing is Resolve using the trampoline to get the height advantage, maybe deploy that rush attack, but no, now it's pretty even at this point, 40 seconds. That's a critical hit for Pineapple because now Pineapple has a health advantage. You've got double charged arms for Resolve. Rush attack ready to go for both fighters. Who's going to deploy it in this deciding round to snag the first game?
Man,
Pineapple bouncing around in the middle, trying to find his spots. Oh, double rush attack, but Resolve and
waiting for it.
Man, able to get it. 20 seconds.
Where is it?
Pineapple's going to have to be a little bit more aggressive right here.
He saw that opportunity. He was on it.
That Cracker once again coming out to try to get Resolve. Resolve connects with that charge left.
That's so exciting. I love when it's like, oh, we both have rush attacks, but they've been holding on to it for so long and just waiting for the right moment to use it.
Pineapple. This is why you don't quit, kid. This is why
making me nervous.
You hang on and you persevere.
Yeah, that did not go where I was expecting it to.
I thought that one was unlocked. I thought it was over. I thought Resolve had it. I think that was kind of misplayed by Resolve. He didn't have to throw punches. You didn't have to do anything like that. You had such a life lead, and he just still threw him out trying to get that final hit. That was too honorable. I don't know about that.
Yeah, that was going to be my question to you, because you see that there's about 5 or 6 seconds left. You have the health advantage.
Yeah, Resolve kind of threw that away.
Rubbing it in.
To not make yourself vulnerable.
He did kind of throw it away. I mean, he had the match.
Yeah.
Be aggressive at that.
Yeah.
Really, you just had to block. I mean, if you throw out that block and punch away any grab attempts, if there are only a few seconds left, there's not much that Pineapple could have done, but Resolve, I think, just got caught up.
I love how he just knew he was going to jump on that trampoline, and he already had the arm going that way.
This stage is going to be a lot closer.
This will be a fun stage to watch him play on.
In terms of the fighting.
Give me that Yabuki special, man.
Pineapple continues to go with that clapback and Cracker.
Yeah, Billy Buki.
That left toaster and right chakram right now as Resolve and Springman in his home stage trying to lock down the home
clapback though
for the land. Meanwhile, Pineapple connecting with the throw right there. And don't forget, Kid Cobra and Pineapple has a pretty powerful throw at 175.
Yeah, one of the stronger throws in the game. Most throws are normalized around 150. You've got some, outliers like Master Mummy at 200. But yeah, 175 coming out from Kid Cobra, so he's going to be looking for those more often as Resolve does land the rush. He isn't able to get the critical last hit, and the reason that's important is if you can land that, usually the opponent will bounce off.
I really dig all the character designs in this game, but I don't know why. I'm really digging Kid Cobra right now.
A great job of defending against Pineapple's rush attack.
The Kid Cobra's design's pretty cool. His backstory is that he's like a Twitch streamer.
Close the door this time.
Yes, he's a what?
He's a live streamer.
Go ahead and smack Kid Cobra in the face. send him to the canvas.
That's pretty amazing.
Resolve takes the first round in this second game in our first semifinal matchup. Did you follow me there?
Springman just has like the basic shonen anime backstory.
Right,
I want to be the best ARMS tournament fighter.
Both these fighters feel very comfortable.
He looks up to Max Brass and he wants to defeat him one day.
Resolve is much more comfortable with how he's playing right now. I think he's got a good groove going.
Max Brass is basically the Captain Falcon in this, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow, that's what you're talking about right there.
You fight him
as Captain Falcon in this instead.
I'd be into that. I like Max Brass though, man.
And that's going to give Resolve.
Oh, see that arm's getting close to being disabled.
Pineapple under 50%.
But if you let it go for too long, then it heals.
85% health as we have 65 seconds left. Kid Cobra going to have to play a little bit more aggressive despite the defensive arm of the clapback. But Resolve able to get around that shield, bobbing and weaving, and also using that chakram for some inside-out punches as well, too.
Yeah, and you can see Resolve was really doing great.
I am not at 60 frames.
Started to swing it back. He does have the rush. He's going to let it rip. Resolve
their stream's working better than it did at the start, though.
Not taking any damage as Pineapple backs off on himself because he knows that the rush is coming. That's going to be 320 damage plus the 20. Now, an interesting thing is you can't fall to that. You can't get knocked out by that final hit.
Can't KO by that final hit. That means it's just
there it is.
See him go for that bop
at this point. But Resolve,
why is he not dead yet?
Got those permanently charged arms. That might be enough. But can Pineapple have an unbelievable comeback? But no, Resolve.
Yeah, apparently, like when you bounce off, if you get like one extra hit after you land on the spring, if you're gonna die from it, it won't kill you.
On that one, Pineapple again looks so comfortable.
There it is.
He knew what was up, but unfortunately,
Springman with his toothpaste hair
was able to make it happen.
And that's what you saw from Resolve. The fact
that spring hair, man.
Comfortable in their play style. They aren't taking some major change if they lose a match and have a reaction.
So the other semifinal match is going to be Dr. Coil versus Dr. Coil.
I'm going to stick with what's been working with me. You see
that's a
will they go with the
stretch
same arm once again? And hey, let's just rinse and repeat this and do this on Ribbon Girl stage now.
Yeah, I think that these guys know what got them to the dance. They're using this one all the way through. I don't know if we're going to see any crazy arms changes on this one.
Their commentary is on point.
Here, but I think Resolve is just so comfortable with that.
I'm okay with these guys. I'll watch them more.
These guys know what got them to the dance.
It's just going to create too much pressure for him.
Resolve going with that chakra in the right, the toaster in the left. Meanwhile, Pineapple and Kid Cobra, just for those of you
he just keeps like laying out Kid Cobra
with that clap back and that cracker in that right-hand side. 73 seconds left.
I think Kid Cobra's ability is that he has like a longer like dash, and he can dash into another dash.
At the moment.
Oh, right.
Right now on Ribbon Ring, these guys creating some distance.
I believe
Resolve
Springman has like a counter ability.
Pineapple's building up on his own. Resolve is just going to let him have it. Knows that he can't force
when he charges, but I don't know exactly how it works.
Back,
I thought they said that when he gets down to 15% health, all his punches are charged.
Rush attack ready to go. It's just a matter of
finding
that
but there's another thing that he can do when he charges.
Oh, he gets two things.
First one to take a bite, 310 damage.
Wow.
However, going to have to be defensive now is Pineapple.
Wow.
This has been the difference for Resolve. The ability to defend against the rush attacks has helped Resolve last this long. Meanwhile, Kid Cobra and Pineapple are going to have to be very aggressive with 30 seconds left. Resolve just sort of keeping Kid Cobra at bay, using that chakram to go around that clapback. Nice connection right there. It's going to go ahead and knock Kid Cobra.
Yeah, so far I think this is the best match we've had in the tournament.
Oh, definitely.
Right cracker going to go ahead and cause a little bit of damage, but Resolve with that left toaster and
I love how the game freezes on that final hit. You can just see how well it connects.
Who was going to land the hit? Who was going to make something happen? But that charged toaster doing 130 damage plus the hard knockdown. It's just so viscerally powerful. It was able to get through that.
And that's when it's so fun to call this game, is when you've got those flurry of punches going back and forth. As Resolve once again connecting with the rush attack, and this is the theme we're seeing.
Viscerally.
Defend against the rush attack.
Visceral.
With yours, and that's going to make
viscerally
two fighters that are so easy.
Visceral.
Right now, Resolve
Zach.
playing back a little bit, trying to find his
ZZ.
right punches. Meanwhile,
Double
Pineapple
Z.
having
That's what I'm calling
rush.
him from
He's
now
trying to
on.
force
Double
Resolve
Z?
into the corner just so we can let it rip before Resolve gets a rush of his own, and he lets it happen. That's going to be a
Resolve seems like he's really efficient at pulling out those rush attacks and then also defending against them.
Get him. Resolve missing with that left throw, but is able to
seems to be like the cornerstone of his
Pineapple. Pineapple at a
strategy
right now has the health disadvantage with 54 seconds left. Resolve, if Resolve can take this round, it'll be the second game in this best of 5 semifinals.
But he's also like just really good on his feet.
Resolve with that rush attack, that's going to do 310 damage, excuse me, and that's going to leave Pineapple to just a few punches away from defeat. Resolve really playing this game masterfully as he's keeping Kid Cobra and Pineapple exactly where he wants to keep him at.
Yeah, definitely. He needs that charged toaster punch. That's really all he's going to need to put this one away. Pineapple, the impetus is on him to sort of be aggressive. He doesn't get that cracker hit, which does 130 damage as well. Does so much, but there it is, the charged toaster, and Resolve will take the third game. It is currently 2-1.
Nice.
Resolve is only 1 game away from going to the finals.
Ooh.
As you mentioned, that charged toaster, go ahead and pop it up, put some jam on that.
Always ending it with that
Now
toaster,
for
man.
Spring-a-ling.
That's what we saw as far as the closer in the last
Can
couple
Kid
of
Cobra
games for
come
Springman,
back?
was the ability of Resolve to connect
Give me
with
that
and
clap back.
It's almost like he's taking Kid Cobra and Pineapple out of his game, forcing Kid Cobra and Pineapple to play a little bit more offensive when you do have that clapback, which is more of a defensive arm.
Yeah, I think Pineapple's going to have to adjust, maybe try out different arms combinations. This clapback is clearly not working. I think that its
the
usage was
clapback
good
isn't really
earlier,
doing
but
anything
here,
for him anymore.
As you can see right there, he's going to swap over to the bird chuck on that.
Because Resolve's
we called
just
it.
like
We
using
called it.
that.
Well done.
You got the bird check. Very
Hey,
nice.
there he
That
goes.
ram go around
Folks,
it.
We go ahead and just predict the future for you. Sorry, I can't help you with your stocks. So Pineapple right now going with that bird chuck and cracker. Can't connect on Resolve right there. Resolve has the early advantage in this one. Actually, both sides is pretty equal. if you look at
Predict
it.
the
That
future
cracker's
for
gonna
you.
miss right there. Pineapple going to be a lot more aggressive offensively, you figure, using that bird chuck instead of the clapback.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to be. Resolve's defense has just been so strong. I think Pineapple's going to have to find a way to break through it. Hopefully with that bird chuck, he's able to find an answer as he blocks through
knows
that.
what's
But
good
Resolve
for
does
him.
have the rush.
He'll be more
he's going to let it
defensive.
go. Unfortunately, Pineapple's not going
They're
to
offensive.
take any of it. He makes maybe 20, 30
It's
damage, but that's nothing. as he
Resolve's
has
got a
rush
lot
of his
less
own.
health than he would have
Finally
at this
defended
point
right there
now.
by Kid Cobra. And nice
in
throw
any of the
that's
previous
gonna bounce
matches.
Springman across the
Right.
stage at 170 damage, very critical.
So one thing that I want to talk about is the fact that Kid Cobra's throw is not conducive to the
Ooh,
stage. So a lot
yeah.
of people, you can get
Oh,
the
both
Yabuki,
arms are
right?
down.
You can
Yes.
knock somebody
I was
into the
there.
springs, but unfortunately, Kid Cobra knocks you straight down. He says, I don't even need that. So
Oh.
you can't knock somebody into the rush. That's going to be something very important
That
to
is
see as
not
Resolve
good
has a rush
for,
of his own right now.
Resolve with those permanently charged
Resolve.
arms. Just needs to connect with one more to go ahead. And take
Wasn't
this
good
round.
for
However,
Resolve.
Kid Cobra and Pineapple.
Wow.
And it's going to
Ooh.
be the rush attack from
This
Resolve.
is so
And yet
close.
Again,
It's
another
a good
option where
match.
I've got my rush attack. I can either hang on to this
Oh,
and use it
yeah.
for the next round for advantage, but
Whew.
I've got this
I was
right
going
here.
to use
that
that rush
rush.
attack this
While my
time.
opponent doesn't
He made a
have
good
it.
point
Yeah, and I
about
think he wanted
Kid
to let it go
Cobra's
because the
throw,
cracker
though.
does so much damage when
Since
it's
he
charged,
slams his
does
opponents
130,
into the
and he knew that
ground,
if
he
took
can't
that
throw them
hit,
onto the
It might have
springs.
been the end for him. So I think that was a really smart usage on his part.
Is that
Resolve
isn't that a
one
good thing
round
here?
away from
Didn't you say you can
advancing
still survive
to
with
the
like a sliver of
finals
health if you throw them at the
our US and Canada
Yeah, but
online
that's if
open
you've done, like, a
finals.
combo
Pineapple
on them
Hub
after
is
they've
trying to even
bounced.
things up and get us to
So
a
you're already
Gotcha.
doing like a ton of
final
extra
game in
damage.
this matchup. Right
So
now,
Kid Cobra
Pineapple
doesn't even
keeping
have that as a
distance.
possibility.
Resolve with the slight health lead, and that's going to help right there. The Yabuki, as we mentioned
Oh,
right there,
yes.
throwing him off the
See,
spring.
he was
getting
going for the
hit, but
Yabuki. He didn't
how
throw off a
about
rush,
that?
though.
The jump into the rush attack that's going to go ahead and send Springman off the springs and do that extra 20 damage.
Yabuki.
Yeah, and Resolve
It's
getting
Yabuki.
into his zone.
It's
He's not
the
able to get the
Yabuki.
throw into it, but he is going to get the punches into the 310 plus the 20, 330 damage. Pineapple is in dire straits. He's at less than 25%
I like that this game uses
health
damage
as
numbers.
Resolve inches his way
Yeah.
closer and closer to finals.
Resolve just needs a couple
I like
of punches
damage
to connect with
numbers.
that toaster, take him to the
Well, they're
finals.
like in
or will it be the
they're
Shackles
multiples of
that
5
connects?
too, so
Meanwhile,
they're easy to
Pineapple
understand.
Trying to stay alive.
Right.
Resolve just needs one more hit to get to the finals here. Is it going to do it? And once
You
again,
gotta finish this
that
with the toaster. He's done it like
connects.
every other
Resolve
time.
says no thanks, no
You-
pineapple. on
you
my
might not
pizza.
be
I'm gonna go ahead and
disappointed,
take
Paul.
the fight out of the finals here.
Guys got
Yeah.
a crazy left hook, as you can see from that charge toaster, 130
Wow.
damage. Saw it close out so many
All
games.
right.
Pineapple
No
was
pineapple
not ready
on my
for it as
pizza.
Resolve burns his path right to the finals.
And you saw Pineapple change.
All right, we got Resolve in the
Looking at his
finals.
Success with that clapback. On the wrong end of the health advantage. and
My
having to play
boy.
a little bit more offensive with that clapback. Decides to go with the
I don't
bird
wanna
chuck.
see a Dr.
However,
Coyle win
look
this.
at
I want my
what
Spring-a-Ling
we were
boy to
able
win.
to see from Springman.
Spring-a-ling boy, and then that makes an easy transition
Avoiding a lot of the rush attacks that Pineapple
into the reveal.
Yeah.
It looked like
My
Pineapple
Spring-a-Ling
in
boy.
the rounds really had an answer.
I'm hoping one of the
Looked like
Dr.
he was doing
Coyles
great, but
changes
unfortunately,
character.
Resolve
If it's
just was able to
Dr.
stay
Coyle
with
versus
defenses,
Dr. Coyle,
was
that's
able to
just
answer
yeah.
back, landed more
Not as
rushes, and
interesting to
that's
I
me.
think
what it really
Nintendo
came down
fixed
to.
this.
Let's take a look at our
They're
bracket.
gonna have
knew
Springman take it.
They knew
Resolve
Springman
makes
was gonna
his
win.
way to the finals. He'll be taking on the winner of Goof and Griff.
Goof and
Speaking
Griff.
of which, let's go ahead and get you set for our second and final semifinal matchup of this ARMS US
Does
and
the
Canada
winner get to
Online
fight Mr.
Open
Yabuki?
Finals as Goof
'Cause I
will be
kinda
taking
want
on
that.
Griff.
Please.
You know,
Yes,
really,
please.
once again, going
They
back
need
to
to.
some
They
of
should
the
show us the
strategies we're
artwork that
seeing.
they're going to win because I kind of want to see those.
Evenly matched
Me too.
up. It's coming down to those little
Goof or Griff. This is a fun
rush
matchup.
Attacks, getting your rush attacks
I'm
to
gonna.
connect. We're not seeing.
I'm not gonna remember which is which the whole time.
And
Like,
so you look at these
I'll be going to say something about Goof, and I'll be saying Griff, and vice versa.
Really, I think it's going to come down to
Mechanica
character choice as we
boys!
see Mechanica coming out from Goof right here. If you remember, Goof actually used
All right,
Dr. Coil
I'm a Goof
earlier,
fan
so
now.
I was expecting to see 2 Dr. Coils, but Goof, his bread and butter is Mechanica.
I knew one of them
so
would
he's
probably
gonna
change
have
character.
Better perspective on how to deal with this Dr. Coil.
Which is interesting because Griff defeated
Oh, he's a Mechanica
to
main.
get to the semifinals
Okay.
Ah,
as well,
yeah.
too. So
I'm into
Griff
that.
already with a little bit of a warm-up against high-level Mechanica players, but Mechanica
Dude, he
right
pulled
now
a
gonna go
Goku.
ahead and just keep her space with that
Say what?
bub, and also
He pulled a
going
Goku.
in the right hand, excuse me, in the left hand, going to go with that
He like
Tri-Blast.
didn't put all his cards out there. He was like, okay, I'm gonna build up and see where this guy's at.
Scully, so going
And all of a
head-to-head
sudden,
with
he's
a
like,
couple
okay,
heavy arms as well,
okay,
too. And here
it's
comes the
time
rush
to
attack
transform.
from
Super Saiyan, here we
Goof. That's
go.
gonna connect
We're
and
gonna
do some
hold
major
off on
damage on
Super
Griff.
Saiyan
Yeah,
2
and if you saw
and
in the
Super
middle that
Saiyan
Griff
Blue.
actually had the chance to stuff that rush
Super
to get it
Saiyan
out
2
of
and
there,
Super
but
Saiyan
because
Blue?
Mechanica is able to just kind of sit there and not flinch
Goof
on
is gonna
punches,
take this
Griff
one.
was not able
He's
to get
gonna
at
take
that.
it.
Looks like
He's
he's doing
confident.
okay though.
He's
He
got
still
this
has
going.
so much health left.
I don't
Meanwhile,
like
Goof
this
is gonna
stage
have to
very
fight
much,
back
though.
super hard to make
This is a
happen.
tough stage to maneuver.
43
Just
seconds
the
left. and you've
shape
got
is
Goof
really
that's
awkward.
Just one hit away, and
Yeah.
that'll do it right there. As Griff and Dr. Coil gonna go ahead and dispose of Mechanica in that first round, and you've got right now Griff with
Come
the
on,
first
Goof.
round victory. Needs to get one more round to take.
Don't worry, he's got this.
Final matchup.
Do it for
Mechanica,
me. This is what happens to Goku, and then he's just gonna power up a little bit more.
He's only
And then
Super
eventually
Saiyan
by
1
the
right
end-
now.
ready to go. But here goes
Exactly.
Mechanica, able to not get.
We're gonna get to Super
affected
Saiyan
by that
Blue, and then the
uncharged
grand
arm,
finals.
able
It's
to
gonna be
power
Super
through
Saiyan Blue.
And that's why
cross
Mechanica
Kaioken.
is such a place at high level play, because she's able to force you to kind of rewire your brain and how you're going to fight these characters, because it's not like you could just, knock out her punch and stuff her. She's going to always be
some
able to
weak
take
arms
those hits,
there.
not flinch, and just be just fine.
And it's interesting because the Mechanica,
That
you
poison,
get
man.
the attributes of a heavyweight character
Yeah.
that's not going to flinch, but then also the mobility with that hovering. So it is a nice little 1-2 combo as Mechanica, with her second rush attack of the same round, not able to connect right there as Dr. Coil really kind of took the best initial punch of Goof and able to stay pretty much even.
This is a much closer match.
Got 45 seconds left.
Oh,
Here
yeah.
comes Dr. Coil
Yeah.
and Griff with that charge rush attack though, and that's going to send Goof to the canvas. Health advantage for Griff with 38 seconds.
I want to see
left.
Goof take
So
this
much
one.
damage out of that rush. Just the fact that Griff was able to connect
no.
his. Meanwhile, Goof was not Goof. With his third rush, getting so
Meanwhile,
much
Goof
meter,
was
but
not Goof.
unfortunately, it's just not enough. Nothing's happening.
Doesn't do you a whole lot of good if you're pouring a whole lot of water and you're missing your glass here, folks. You've got Griff. That's down to
come
about
on.
25% health. Goof with about 15%. Goof misses with that throw. Griff able to power through. Griff connecting with that charge. Scully.
That's a good
gonna
analogy.
Take away some damage. It's going to take just one more little poke from Griff. Can Griff get it? This rush attack will certainly do it. And there we go. Yet another example of I've got my.
It just feels like Goof is now just throwing out punches. Like he's not.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a strategy
Yeah,
in
really,
place
he
here.
had no reason not to.
Right.
He already had a round, and if you noticed, Goof actually
He needs
almost had a
to
rush of his own. He was getting so close, and Griff was
slow
like, no.
He
I'm
needs
not
to go to
going to
Super
let you
Saiyan
have
2,
that.
bring out
We're
that
closing
Ribbon
this
Girl.
one out, and he takes that first game.
Yeah, put on the brakes here, playa. And so
I heart
getting
Ribbon
the
Girl.
First game victory right there, going to Griff. Griff needs to get 2 more games to advance to
You
a
mean
second
Bay?
final spot
Ribbon
in
Bay?
the finals, and it'll be interesting to see
Ribbon
if
Girl.
they see Goof go back with that Mechanica, or if Goof changes things up as well too.
I mean, if we see
Oh.
double Dr. Coil, which it looks
Hey,
like
look,
we
it's
are,
Super
this is
Saiyan
going to be
2.
so interesting how these guys are going to levitate around each other. What arms
Even
are
got,
they gonna pick?
even got that blonde
we
hair
see
going.
The Scully and the Bub come, or I'm sorry, is that the Bub? I'm trying to look at it.
You're looking.
Yeah,
you got a
that's the
Tri-Ball,
Bub.
you got the Bub as
Yeah,
well.
okay.
too,
I should jump
and,
back into
you know, these
Xenoverse
characters are
2.
moving
They
so
had
quickly
they
as
added
well,
the
too.
ability
Both
to
characters
transform into
levitating,
Super
that means
Saiyan
both
God
of
as
the
your
janitor
player
will have to
character.
bring that mop in after this
Oh,
one.
really?
Yeah.
80
I need to do a
seconds left
Saiyan
on
run
this
through.
one. Goof.
Yeah,
is
like
your
the
Dr.
Saiyans get
Coil
all
on
the good
right.
stuff.
Griff is your Dr. Coil.
Yeah,
on
It's
the
kind of
right.
it's not
unfair.
fair.
Sorts of that right there.
As a
Goof with that rush
Frieza
attack ready
race,
to go,
like, I should have at
and
least
Goof
had like
missing with that is Dr. Coil.
his,
doing a great job
second
of
through
avoiding
final
that rush
form.
attack, taking
You got
very
golden
good damage.
form though,
Meanwhile,
right?
Griff with
Yeah.
that
Okay.
Bub, and also
At least
gonna
they
stick
gave
with
you
that
that.
Scully that kind of just pokes away
Yeah.
at you. Goof, meanwhile, that toaster and
but you guys get so much more
Tri-Blast
transformations as it's saying.
The Majins get like the worst
Griff
of
with
all
that
of it,
charge
though.
rush attack. That's going to go.
Yeah.
They just transform into Kid Buu. That's so lame.
Yeah, I think that really that Tri-Blast is going to serve Goof well on this stage. Well, actually, now that I think about it, maybe not, because my thought was he can knock out the blocks from Ribbon Ring.
Goof's handling a lot better this time.
But it looks
Yeah, I
like
was
both
about
these
to say
guys
that.
are just floating above the city.
I think it was the stage.
That's not really too much of a
That could be it too, because
you have the horizontal plane.
Mechanica's not a very fast character as it is, so to have to maneuver around those corners so frequently probably wasn't helping.
Right.
Yes.
Left and right.
It's at a really big
that much
disadvantage.
damage. As you see right there, that third arm does create a lot more coverage if you do get that third arm to charge to be a Tri-Blast.
Definitely. Griff has the rush on deck. Goof trying to build one of his own, but he has to be very careful. Both rushes are online. Goof is just going to kind of sit on his, try to force Griff to use his own. He gets the grab, but it's still not enough.
Can Griff connect with the rush attack and get the damage here before the match is over? However, no. Griff is just going to sit
that
back
was
and lose this
a
one
very
to time
smart
as
use
Goof
of
is
the
able
rush
to
attack.
Outlast Griff with just a little bit more health as both the doctors go back to their corners.
Pulled the rush attack out to run the clock.
Let's see if Griff is going to change things
Oh,
up. And yes, Griff going to
so
get that bub in the right and the chakram in the left. Going to try and go
like
around
that.
the outside of what
Also,
Goof's
that chip
doing, and
damage
Goof sticking
didn't
with that
hurt.
Tri-Blast and toaster as always.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Was
And
not
obviously,
able
if
to
you know
land
he
that
had missed
rush
the
right there.
guard,
Goof
it would have been a win
about
anyway.
half of a rush of his own.
Right.
He's gonna
Yeah.
be able to
So
be
as
in a
long as
very
he's guaranteed to
comfortable
connect
position here as
on the
Griff,
first hit,
really, he's
yeah,
gotta close this distance
it's a
and
win.
Force something.
You've got Goof right now with that charged rush attack ready to go. Griff, meanwhile, trying to get some hits on the outside with that chakram, gets knocked down to the floor, and Goof with the early
I think Goof has got Griff on his last legs now.
As well too.
He wasn't. He's not sure how to handle this
right now at this point. Misses with the throw, but there comes that rush
I hope
attack.
Griff gets goofed.
That's not going to do much damage at all. Only 15.
Get
That's nothing
goofed.
in this game here. Meanwhile, Griff has a charged rush attack, just looking for the right chance to deploy it.
You know,
Here it comes, and yes,
I hope
connecting
Goof
with
makes
that chakram
shirts.
and the bub. That's going to do
Get goofed.
305 damage.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
just what he needed, being able to land the rush while blocking one of his own. I think this game is going to come down to the final rush.
Oh, dang.
Goof
I'd
is
buy
very
one,
close to having
honestly.
his own. Griff has
That'd
got
be
to
perfect.
charge up something on his end. Goof does have the round advantage, so Goof he has all the
man,
chips on his
he's
table.
getting
He's going to
backed
let it go right away just to make
He
sure
needs to
Griff
get out of that
can't get one
corner.
of his own. But unfortunately, it does not connect.
Goof misses Griff now with the health advantage.
Yeah,
and
use
Griff,
those blocks
mind
to
you,
your
has the
advantage.
one-game lead, and Goof can get this round. Goof will go ahead and tie things
very
up
nice.
in the match, but now Goof has the health advantage. 16 seconds left. Griff trying to avoid getting KO'd and losing a game. Goof trying to even things up. Goof misses with the 1-2. Griff dodging around those blocks right now.
I love
He's
when they
gonna figure out a
deny
solution here quickly. Misses
the
with that
rush.
throw.
Yeah.
Goof has the rush attack ready to go. And that's what we talked about, trying to use
Oh
it.
no!
Doesn't
Oh,
connect,
that
but doesn't
was
need
scary.
to, because Goof, with the health advantage over the Griff, takes that second round and takes the game.
Yeah, like you said, he just didn't need to hit anything else. He had a health advantage. He just let the rush go because, hey, if I hit something, I win. If I don't hit anything, I still win. So that's all he had to do. Awesome stuff by Goof.
That
as we went
rush
1-1 in this
disrupt.
game. And I think the Dr. Coil choice
But Griff was
really
so far
what
out
won
of
him.
line of that rush attack. If he had landed like a pot shot, he could have taken it.
The rush attack. Griff has an opening, but doesn't have a rush attack of his own. If he did have one, probably could have turned the tables. Right there.
Yeah, definitely. And
Get
you can see he
goofed.
tried to get in a
Get
grab
goofed.
because a grab is going to do the most damage that you can do in that situation. So he tried to throw it out, but unfortunately got stuffed by one of the rush punches as we end up on DNA Lab for this next game. Very big stage here.
Double bubs here for Griff. Meanwhile, you've got Goof that's going to go with that Tri-Blast and that Toaster yet again. Led Goof to victory in that second match. Let's go ahead and give it another shot here.
Oh.
You've got those DNA tubes. You're going to have to use those to your advantage defensively, and that's what these fighters are doing early on.
And you can see these guys, no pretenses in terms of
Wonder
trying
how
to
much
break
health
the tubes,
the bar is.
trying to
Is it
play
like
more
1,000?
defensive. No, these guys are out in the open, straight ahead. Looks like Goof is going to take a second back. in the
That sounds
corner,
like
try
it'd
to
be right.
collect himself as Griff is dancing around these tubes now, finally making use of them.
Both fighters with a charged rush attack ready to go. It's going to be Goof.
This
that at least the first
information
one
on
doesn't
the
connect,
internet.
as Griff laughs that one off.
I'd
Griff right now
imagine.
with a health disadvantage. As Goof has about 75%, Griff at 50%, but Griff does have.
I
that
was
rush
wondering, like, if
meter
we get
ready
an
to
arms
go
fighter,
and
one thing we
punches
didn't even
through
talk
the
about
DNA
yesterday
glass.
was
He
a
doesn't mind making a mess as he does
stage.
320 damage on Goof.
Right.
Goof still with the
I mean,
slight
I'd
take some
44
stages.
seconds left in
Obviously,
this
there's
one.
Spring
Not
Stadium,
able
which
to
is
connect
kind
with
of
that
the
charge punch right there. Missing with those
stage for
charges
arms,
as well,
but I don't
too.
know if necessarily if that's the one I'd want to have.
Goof trying to throw that
Yeah.
Toaster and that Tri-Blast, not able to connect, but gets that rush
This one
attack
would be
ready to
cool.
go. It's going to be a timely rush attack if Goof wants to take this round. However, Griff does a great job of blocking that in the corner, and now Griff, here's his opportunity to turn the tables with his own rush attack.
Yeah, Griff is just.
I guess the question just becomes what stage best embodies arms.
But I think he's going to sit on it because he knows that
would
all
probably
he needs to do
be
is land
Spring
one more
Stadium.
punch. The problem is that
you could have the springs on the outsides that the characters could bounce off of.
His own. So I don't think he's too worried about it. Yeah, we got 5 seconds.
Oh man, he
4
is
seconds left. Can Griff either get a punch, and that'll do it right there.
Jeez.
That poke from the
Oh no, I know what's gonna happen. So whoever wins, that's when Ibuki's gonna come in and they're gonna do like the grand finals, right? Even though it's like whoever won, but then Ibuki's gonna come in and still like lay him out, right?
Yeah.
With Springman.
Meanwhile, Goof is down. You can see
then it'll go into the reveal.
That's a good idea.
Ibuki's sitting in the back and he's like,
in Smash Bros.
These scrubs ain't got nothing on me.
I'm Ibuki.
And that tri-blast on the left arm.
You ain't got
some
nothing
right now, missing right there. So both fighters do a great job of dodging. However, Griff with a couple key connections at this point.
Hey, it's Ibuki. Or maybe they pull a bamboozle and they like made like a custom like Springman.
Forces a knockdown, which puts your
so he's like super overly buffed up, and it's just like bow in one hit.
However, Goof is going to go invisible and dodge.
Just ends the match.
Seconds left. 1-1.
Guys, it's going to be me character return. That's the announcement. With a Springman me costume.
No.
Yeah.
No. But Goof,
that wouldn't upset everyone
that'll even things out
so much. People would love that. They need it right.
You know, he made that comment that, you know, Arms is too young to be in Smash.
Another charge.
I call BS.
That's a lie. That's a
Arms is
lie.
not too young to be in Smash.
Charged roaster, as we said. 140.
Arms is perfect for Smash.
Splatoon ended up in Smash. Would have been like 3 years by the time Smash
and you
is
know,
out.
we were talking about Resolve earlier with his charged toaster.
But we got those Splatoon costumes like immediately.
But the charged roaster just equally as strong. Actually,
yeah, I mean, even if there's not a character, but there's going to be some sort of Arms representation in Smash.
Yeah, it did look like the
that's kind of undeniable.
In that second game, but he's got to figure something else out now for this potential.
There's too much like opportunity for like an Arms fighter to be super unique to just not have them. Oh, they're fighting on the training stage.
It worked so well last time. Griff not going to change things up. Double roasters once again.
This is like the most vanilla stage you can have.
This is the one for Smash Bros. Then
This is Final Destination Arms.
Slight variance right there.
Yeah, definitely could
I'm
see
okay
him
with
switching
that.
up the arm, maybe seeing something that Griff is
The
doing
thing is, like, the stage designs are so unique that they really do cater to certain characters.
He loves using that. He likes the shield pressure that it puts up, forcing the opponent to block for an extra second. As he lets this rush go, he's going to get a full combo out of that, 300 damage.
Griff, the early deficit to Goof as Goof is able to connect.
Yeah, win that rush.
Goof's gonna have to come back here because
63 seconds left. Nice connection with that charged roaster.
He let that last match go.
But Griff able to not connect with that rush attack. Goof does a fine job of defending that. Both fighters are
hashtag get goofed.
At this point, however, another charged
get
roaster
goofed.
can help deplete
We
that.
need to go to Super Saiyan 3.
Really keeping his distance right now. Gets hit though. Goof with the health advantage. 43 seconds left. Goof just kind of keeping his space and really doing a good job.
This is my jam.
Of keeping Griff at bay.
I love the theme song to Arms.
Attack not going to help at all as you see. Oh,
he's got the opening. Come on, go for it.
Critical, but not able to take advantage.
The fact that Griff is able to fight out of that is excellent. This guy
he used his one arm to break that guard or to break that grab.
Not only did he break the grab, he broke the second grab and got 100 damage off the punch.
Critical 130 by Goof.
That was impressive.
Able to get the 140 on Goof right there. It's going to come down to one more punch if he can connect with Goof. But no, rush attack. Blows through the tri-blast, and Griff with a well-timed rush attack, able to blow through the
dang it.
Griff is becoming the villain of this tournament. Springman's got to take him out.
He played that perfectly.
Save us, Springman!
Use your
rush,
resolve.
Making sure that his win condition was known. He just did it absolutely perfectly. Griff has earned that last round and potentially earned himself a spot in the finals.
Goof with a fully charged rush meter ready to go and deployed any moment. Right now, though, Griff just keeping his distance. No, unable to block, and Goof able to connect for 310 damage as both fighters are going with double roasters at this point. Goof deciding to not go with that tri-blast, and now at this point it essentially comes down to the skill of each player because everything's even.
Yeah, both these guys just throwing haymakers on this one. Huge arms coming out, 140 damage on
roasted.
the charge, 100 on the uncharged. As you guys see,
that didn't go as badly as it could
throwing
have.
out a billion punches. Griff has the rush on deck, but Goof is going to knock him down before he can use it.
You're absolutely right, a billion. I tallied every single one. Meanwhile,
Come on,
Griff
Goof, you're falling apart here.
With the Rush attack right there that's going to give him the advantage. Griff just a few connections away from moving to the finals. Goof, meanwhile, trying to stay alive. Needs to really play sharp the final 40 seconds. Can't afford to make many more mistakes. And Goof, that'll certainly help connecting with that rush attack for 330 damage.
Oh, man, this is
Griff
close.
Close this out. Oh, that nice little 1-2 for 150.
Yeah, learn that.
Goof and Griff coming down the last couple of slugs here. And it's going to be Griff with that charged roaster. Sending Goof to the floor and advancing to the finals.
That was tense.
Springman dang. Versus Griff.
Griff played that so well. If you notice there at the end, he just really had Goof's number. Every
Good
time
work,
Goof
Griff.
tried to dodge to the left or evade to the right, the charge
Griffy resolve
every single time for 140.
I want to be able to
That's
say
just
get
raw
goofed
power you
again.
can't match.
It really
Get
is.
goofed, man.
Down to a couple of those charged connections because both of these fighters were so close in their health, and really it came down to who's going to be able to land that last hit.
Zeke's is one heck of a last name.
You're really struggling to figure out, okay, do I play defensive? Do I have to play
No, I'm
offensive?
saying Zach
Because there's not
Zeke's
that
like
much of a
that's
difference in
that's
health
pretty
where
good.
He's a
you can just sit
superhero.
back
You
and
got that
go,
alliteration going?
A
If you're
superhero?
aggressive, you open yourself up.
Yeah, totally.
That's why they have to
changes
add
the
that
face-off,
nickname
very
in the
uncomfortable
center.
position, especially with
He's
a
got to
Otherwise,
mix it up a little
if your
bit.
opponent has
Yeah.
75% of a rush and you have
I'm
Zach
telling you,
Cody,
you should just go by
on
double
the
Z.
offense, try to force something to happen.
Double
He's able to
Z.
play right into that.
Now, before we get to the finals here, you do have something in front of you. Now, everyone that participates in
we're gonna
this
see the
ARMS
artwork.
US and Canada Online Open finals,
we're gonna see
will
the
not
artwork.
go away empty-handed. You see this just incredible artwork that they're going to get here, signed by the development team.
I
So
love
all
the
of
art
our
style.
competitors Plus our 4 alternates will
Yep.
get that. Now, our champion, what will they be playing for? Well, what you've got here is something that is
Oh, baby.
unbelievable right here.
Yeah.
How about this? You've got this
Oh,
signed
the
by
4
the
alternates
development
also
team
get
as
'em.
well too, and I just think the
Oh, that's
artwork for
cool.
this game has been incredible. And
Can I get
Oh.
I want a
to
close
take
up
home
on this
something
one.
like this and pin it up in the room or put it wherever you need to do. It's going to really be
I'm
not
jealous.
only
They better
bragging rights,
frame
but
that for
just a
him.
memento of how you're able to
I would hope
overcome,
so.
outpunch and outreach the rest of the competition.
Definitely. I just love the character designs. I mean, you could see all the characters on this artwork. You've got it signed by so many people on the development team. This is just an absolute treat for anybody.
Yeah, Double
that's
Z,
gonna
you
take
like
home the
them
title.
character
And what's great is
designs.
we've seen so many different characters in these finals. But
Oh,
let's
here
get
we
you
go.
set for the finals. Resolve versus Griff. Griff going as Dr.
They have the
Coyle.
same
Resolve
color
going
scheme.
as Springman. And how about this? Springman going with double roasters to take on Griff.
Aha.
Why are we seeing that?
I feel like we're seeing
now I want
a
Resolve.
change before our very eyes. We've got the double roaster coming out, but Griff actually
Double
changing his own,
roasters?
coming
Come
out
on,
with the double
Resolve.
nade, taking a page out of Max Brass's book. So
Max
what those
Brass.
those are a little bit of a hybrid between something like
yeah.
a roaster or toaster and the Tri-Blast, where it's going to explode as soon as it makes contact.
And that explosion can certainly help you out. However, if you're up close, it might also be detrimental as well, too, as you see Resolve connect with that throw. Here comes Griff with that rush attack. But once
Yeah,
again,
that was a nice
Resolve,
grab.
what has really helped ride him to the finals is his ability to block those rush attacks. He does the same thing there. Resolve right now bobbing.
Resolve
weaving,
is
trying to
so
avoid those
good
explosions
on
from
his
the nade.
feet.
Can't do it right there. as
just like
Griff takes
every
the early
movement
health
is, like,
advantage. Here
really
comes 3
calculated.
nades from the charged
Yeah.
arm of Dr. Coyle.
He seems very
Resolve hanging in there,
composed.
connects with the 100
Yeah.
damage, another 100
I like
damage.
Resolve.
Has that rush
He
attack.
I think
sees-
that was
This is
Goose'
with the
problem
charged
is he
roasters
kind
at
of
that
like
point.
lost his
Resolve
footing
with
and
the
all of a
health
sudden he
advantage
would
and the
panic.
rush attack
Yeah.
ready.
He couldn't
Dr.
hold it
Coyle
together.
disappearing, throwing double nades.
And so he
Here comes
became
another rush
desperate,
attack from
and
Dr.
that's
Coyle,
when it's really easy to
you
take
ain't getting through
advantage
Resolve
of
right there. Resolve.
these,
Here comes the rush attack
wow.
from Resolve. Perfectly
advantage of
timed.
someone.
That sends Griff to the floor.
Yeah, like he
Just a
sees
couple
those punches
away from
coming.
defeat.
Tried to
He
get the
knows
grab right
exactly
there,
where to
was
go
not
to
able
get
make
out of
it
it.
connect, but this is just a slugfest with hits going back and
Nice.
forth. All
Yeah,
Resolve needs is one more hit,
Resolve,
charged or not. You can see him dancing around trying to deflect these punches as finally
Wow.
the charged roaster will go through and Resolve takes round 1.
And what's incredible is you saw Resolve dash to the right, see the punch coming into his left, and throw an
Nice.
inside-out
Honestly,
curving
I
punch
feel like
that
Resolve's just
met
on a
Griff and
different
Dr.
level.
Coyle
I'm starting
right
to
in the
feel
mud.
that, yeah.
Sent them to the canvas. Resolve takes
I
the
love
first
watching
round.
him play,
Now,
though.
Griff going to go ahead and
So
change
good.
things up
I
here.
like to watch
He's
it from
gonna go
Dr.
with a
Coyle's perspective so I
boomerang
can
and
watch
a
him
nade.
dodge, 'cause
Why
he's
do you think
really
you see
good
that
at it.
change with a curved item?
I feel like he knows that he's got to create some distance and try to sit back a little bit. If he's able to throw that curved arm, he's able to get around the roaster and isn't
Oh, he's
challenging
getting
it
backed
directly.
into a corner.
With the double nade, if he ever collided punches, it was going to explode right there, which just wasn't really conducive to his win condition.
Griff going with the Coolerang, as you can tell from the ice.
Oh,
When it
2
connects with the
throws.
Charged hit, but then more damage
Getting
right
a
there.
lot
And
of-
how about that
Wow.
rush attack? And what you
Out of
typically
those
see from
grabs and-
boomerang element type
Ooh, that
arms
hurts.
is that they have such a huge on their rush attack when you see that tornado come.
Yeah,
wow.
It just comes out. It's
he really ate that.
And it puts you in a very bad
Griff was
position.
killing
You're going to
them.
take extra hits as
heck?
Resolve
Okay.
comes out swinging on this one, 310 off the rush.
Just busted through your front door with that rush attack right there. That's going to be a nice early advantage right there
Right
for
out the
Resolve,
gate.
as He's still at 100% health, and Griff down to 50%. 15 seconds
Wow.
into this match,
Busted the
but that
front
nade
door.
going to connect, send Resolve back. And that nade and Coolerang doing a fine
He
job
made
of
it
keeping
abundantly
Resolve at
clear
bay,
that
but
he
as
was
you said,
not backing
Resolve
down
got off
after
to such
that.
a hot start. Got the early advantage in this one.
I'm not having it.
40% health. Although the 1-2
Not
for
today.
150 damage comes from Griff, and Griff has the rush attack ready to go. Griff looking for a chance.
I think there is value in
counter with the rush
kind
attack
of
as Resolve has
accepting
an
your
arm
fate.
extended.
That was
You know?
perfect timing
Yeah.
for Griff.
Because again, like it's an opportunity to learn. People who just panic and they just start doing it, they're not thinking and they're not thinking about how to improve what they're doing. Whereas you can see that Resolve a little bit is like, oh well, I failed in this way.
First
You
game
know?
in this final matchup here. Who's going to be the first one?
I thought I was going to land
Can
that.
Resolve connect with the punch, or is it going to be Griff?
I'm so nervous
They're down
right
to
now.
Just one more
One
tap.
punch man.
Resolve. Big time
That
finish
was
at the end.
hype.
We saw Resolve
Pristine hype.
go to the rush attack to bring
yeah.
himself even with
You guys
Griff.
are- oh, okay.
From the distance,
Woo.
able to connect once again.
I was
with
like,
that
Resolve
left
better
roaster,
take
whether it's
this.
Roaster or roaster.
That got me
gotta watch out for the
antsy.
left arm of
I thought he
Resolve.
had it with that rush attack.
Got hit right in the shin, and that was the knockout
honestly,
punch.
if he had
I mean,
kept
Dr.
going,
Quill
he
tried
might
to
have
maneuver
gotten in
around
that
it, looked like
last
Griff
hit.
had the
Yeah.
answer,
But then they
Resolve
kinda
just
dragged on for
could
just a
never
little
count
bit
this guy
longer.
out. If he's ever below 15% health, he's always going to have a chance at coming back.
And what's interesting is Dr. Coyle and Griff are going to have the height advantage over Resolve the entire match and the vertical advantage, as we mentioned. And now Griff once again changing up arms.
Is this
for the
finals going to a
third
game 5
straight
too?
round, and this time
Or
you're going to see
best
the
of 5?
Kablammer matched
Yeah, it's
up
best of 5.
with the
Okay.
Scully. And why might
Yeah,
you
it
go
hasn't
this
changed.
direction to counter the double roasters of
Now,
Resolve?
whether it'll
I think he's
actually
gotta
go there,
figure something out that's just
I'm
totally
starting to think that
different.
it won't.
I think the
I'm
Glamour
starting to think that Resolve is just going to take all three.
Roaster, as you
right
can
off
see
the
right
bat.
there. Yeah, I think he's picking this.
Yes,
he's got
he,
a light arm.
he really
and a heavy
came
arm
back
right here.
in that
also,
last
that
game.
third charged arm that's coming out, if that is a Kablammer, obviously
He
he can
is-
control it
he
because
has-
he doesn't know which one is going to come out.
he has
But if
shown that
gives
he
double
is,
Kablammer, it's going to put huge pressure on Resolve in the corner.
I run into the same problem with my
He
third arm.
has
I don't know what
like
it does
an
right
ability
now.
to just kind of adapt.
But you look at the fact
any
that
given
Griff is
situation,
able to knock Resolve back right there, and
which
Griff with
that's,
the early advantage
you
in this
know,
one. Resolve
offers
down to
him
just
so much
30% health at
advantage.
this point, has a
Oh,
rush
yeah.
attack ready to go. Resolve missing with the left
He's
one.
really got it
Resolve with
together.
the right though. Griff, huge health.
He
advantage
does
at
seem
this
to be
point. You have
struggling
chance
a
to
little
play
bit
more
right here.
defensive and just wait for your opening.
Well, I
Resolve
mean, for a
still
while
waiting
he
to use
wasn't
that rush attack.
wasn't
Has
on
a
that main
charge.
platform.
Roasters
And with
at this
Dr.
point.
Coyle already
Rush
being
attack ready
taller
to
than
go, but it
him,
looks like
that's
Resolve's
a
gonna
lot
keep
to
that
deal
one in his
with.
back pocket because you
Right.
can see that the writing's on the wall essentially for this one.
Exactly, yeah. He knew that this one was done.
Kablammer.
He just lets Griff get the rush of his own. He knew that one was over. Just
Does
excellent
that
play
that
from Griff.
hammer
And
arm
good stuff,
break
good,
through
discipline
your?
on Resolve's part to not try to
Oh,
force
no, it
something.
doesn't.
to happen.
Never mind.
It doesn't break
wasn't
through,
going
but it does have
Resolve
a
switching
significantly
things up and
powerful
gonna
hit.
Go put a tri-blast
Right.
in his
So I
right
don't think
arm
it would
to try
take
and
much to break a
take
shield
away
with
some
it.
of the horizontal
Right.
movement for Griff
And if you
Dr.
land
Coyle.
an attack with it, I believe it explodes
meanwhile,
afterwards.
Looks like we got a
Scully and that
change up in
Kablammer,
strategy
and
on
already
Resolve's
chipping away.
part.
Resolve
Is it
both fighters
tri-bolt?
have that rush attack ready to
Yeah,
go, but
and then I think he
Kablammer
changed his
right
other
there for Griff. Here
arm
comes
as
the rush
well.
attack from Resolve, and that's going to connect and do
I
275
believe the-
damage. As
Oh, yeah,
Griff
he's got-
still hanging on to that rush attack, and Griff also trying to use that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Kind of just chip away.
Yep.
Yeah, if he could just get multiple hits of that, he's going to get a lot of damage coming out from the poison. He's going to get a little bit of damage off this rush, but nothing crazy.
Oh, that
as
was
Resolve even claps back
very
right there
well
with that
handled.
tribal.
Resolve with the early health advantage. 55 seconds left. Griff down to about 25% health. That's now down to 15.
It was
Resolve with
patience.
the rush attack ready to go. So you better believe you're going to see that here soon. Resolve dancing left, right, trying to avoid some of those throws from Griff. Griff missing with the
Good
Kablammer
change up
and
on
the
Resolve's
Scully.
part.
Resolve
Yeah.
is keeping his distance right now, blocking, not trying to expose himself too much. Resolve missing.
Yeah,
with
and
that
see that's
tri-blast.
the other thing about
Blocking
this
the
game
Kablammer. Here comes
is
the rush attack,
this
and
game
that'll go
rewards
ahead,
you
tuck in
for
Griff
changing
that
up
round.
characters
We're now
and
at 1-1
changing
on the
up
round.
arms
This is
given
where it
the
becomes
different
a big
round or
turnaround
different
because,
stage and
if Resolve
arena.
wins, he goes up 2-0.
And so the best players are going to be ones that are also aware of that meta game.
Victory,
you know,
makes it 1-1. It's a whole new ball.
and you can tell that. I mean, both of these
This might
characters to a
decide
certain
who's
degree
gonna
are
win the
aware of
entire
it.
Set momentum will be built from this win. As right now, Griff just not looking too hot. He uses his rush, doesn't get anything out of it, and he evens up the rush counter on both sides.
Griff now going with a Coolerang and Scully, so no heavy arm for Griff at this point. Meanwhile,
Oh, yeah, so
Resolve
Griff
gonna
did a
try and
complete
power
change
through
up.
that with that roaster and that tri-blast. Early on, right now, you've got
Griff they're actively trying to counter each other. You can see like they'll do it for 2 rounds.
Resolve right now,
have the same set.
One of our
saying, okay, how are you going to counter?
Resolve
just has an answer for like everything.
Explosive Tri-Blast right there. Resolve with that powered up rush attack ready to go, just waiting to deploy that. And here comes Resolve, and that's going to not do anything.
I do think it's smart, like in the first couple of cases where Resolve was using both the same arm.
Unfortunately, it was just
because you don't have to spread your brain
keeping his distance,
as much.
Trying to stay back. He doesn't
care
if
your arms
he's
do the same thing, and you can
as long as he can do
kind of
this,
relax a little
bit.
bit.
As long as he can block that rush, he's
focus
well
on the fight a bit more.
To go up 2-0 in the game.
Resolve, though, doing well, blocks the rush. Has got a 75.
When that rush is going to happen.
Look at that.
Just 30 seconds
He's
left.
always looking out for it.
Start being a lot more aggressive here quickly, but the problem
is... So it's like more often than not, he seems like he's defending against that, that rush attack.
Resolve with the rush
he's more consistently than some of these other contenders.
Griff still has
he seems to have like an innate ability to know when it's going to come out. Or like maybe he's baiting it in, and that's why he knows.
Resolve's ability to avoid the incoming rush attack, which you know is coming. Able to do it. This one's going to be really close here. Oh, that last hit by Griff, though, will give Griff the victory due to the health advantage. How close was that when you look at the momentum over this final?
Wow.
Oh, that's some booty.
It didn't look like
that was so close.
Case, but Griff was
it came down to just that last hit.
Back. And I was talking about the momentum there. That's so important because now Griff is up 1-1 instead of being down 0-2, and that's going to put him in a great position to keep that momentum rolling.
And that's what's huge because you look at any of these fighters.
This is a good grand finals.
It's really hard to defeat anybody 3 straight games in a row, and that's what Griff was
no sweep here
at if he lost that, but able to connect with one more punch to break up the tie in health.
Is it going to go to game 5? Is it going to go to game 5?
We haven't come here yet.
I love Buster Beach. This is probably my favorite stage in the game. This and Mausoleum.
Sports Resort.
So this stage is very unique in that it's got these weird pockets where you could get stuck in the corner, like something like.
I love the name.
But
Buster
Beach.
That's pretty good.
Something like a DNA lab. So it really, I think
the naming for this game is just on point.
That center platform always like screws me up when I play on this stage.
Into the corner, and then Griff has got to fight his way out just like this.
Griff going with double skullies, trying to really inflict a lot of poison on Resolve. Meanwhile, Resolve sticking with that Tri-Blast and that Roaster, having no issues in this first round whatsoever.
Man, playing random stages has to be like super stressful on these guys.
Right at the rush attack, do a lot of damage against Griff. Griff really can't penetrate the
that was a good grab.
That's what we're seeing.
Yeah, the fact that Resolve was so on point on that, getting a wake-up grab on somebody is very difficult in this game, especially a character like Dr. Coyle, where she goes invisible on knockdown, so Resolve is just firing on all cylinders.
Not the way you want to wake up. You better set your alarm next time. Griff,
Resolve, man, he wants that artwork.
Away from defeat. Resolve,
he says, give me that paper.
But you see that chip damage starting to come in from that multiple poison counter up to the counter of 3 right now, and that's going to slowly drain Resolve. And then here comes Dr. Coyle connecting with the throw. Griff still has a rush attack ready to go. Could be an unbelievable comeback if Griff can play. Meanwhile, Resolve has to start thinking about.
Come on, Resolve, you got this.
The timing on that was pretty incredible. On Griff's part.
Keep an eye on Resolve.
Come on, Resolve. Come on.
Griff, here comes the rush attack. Doesn't connect, though.
Show us your Resolve.
Resolve, just avoid getting hit. No! The throw from Griff. That might do it right there. Unbelievable. Griff once again at the very last second. Either a throw or hit to steal a round.
You can't keep this guy down. This guy is so slippery.
Oh my gosh.
Looks like it's a
Griff is like getting that like last minute like aggression in.
He's able to take that game just barely, and now he's up around. He
really is like skating by right now.
You knew that the finals were going to be close. Resolve now going.
He works well under pressure.
Roasters.
Yeah.
Griff this time.
I mean, they both do to a certain degree.
And the Scully, even though he won with both Scullys.
So it's what's made this like at first you're like, oh no, Resolve has got this, but then it's kind of unpredictable because
we want Resolve to get this.
Time left in this one. Resolve dancing back and forth left.
We got to send him our energy.
Knocks Dr. Coyle and Griff down, but here comes Dr. Coyle with that rush attack. Griff able to shrug that one.
So close on that. The fact that Griff wasn't able to take too much damage.
Make a spirit bomb!
Well for him. But right now, Resolve getting a rush of his own.
Which arm allows you to use the spirit bomb?
Keeping him at bay with that Scully.
Resolve with a rush attack ready to go. Connects with the throw. That's going to put Dr. Coyle in a tough position.
He wants you to use his move.
Set up that rush attack. Looking for an opening if you're Dr. Coyle.
You got our energy, guys. His rush is active.
He's got the Kaioken already, man. 15% health, that Kaioken comes out.
He might be headed toward a third potential round, but no. Griff still has something to say about that with another throw. And this is where it seems like Griff shines is when Griff is against the ropes.
Yeah, definitely. Griff just has an incredible clutch factor, as we've seen in these past few games. Now, both these guys have rush. 20 seconds left on the clock. I'm interested to see how they use it. Resolve, unfortunately, gets knocked out of it, and that might do it.
Oh, Griff right now with that charge rush attack. You know Griff's going to want to deploy that thing as this round gets. But no, the throw from Resolve gives Dr. Coyle a taste of her own medicine for the second round. Says, listen, you got me last time. You're not going to get me again. Let me throw you to the canvas and take us to a third round.
I love
that. Was a
wake-ups.
Hail Mary
grabs.
if ever I've seen one. The guy threw the arms from all
I
the
know
way
what they're talking about with the wake-up grabs, too, because I don't think I've ever pulled one off.
As we are in a round 3 situation, these guys need to take this pivotal
I feel like it'd be
game.
even harder against Dr. Coyle, too, because the invisibility thing, but, like, that's just impressive.
Yeah. Griff going back to the double skulls. In the first round with that. Poking and jabbing and dodging. Meanwhile, Resolve going with those double roasters once again. Resolve with the rush attack.
Oh, man, like every match is a toss-up.
Charging up those scullies, but here comes the rush attack, and that connects. Dr. Coyle not able to retract those arms and get them up for defense in time.
This is far and above the most interesting match. I mean, as it should be.
That throw gets negated by Resolve. Resolve charging up both of his roasters.
That first semifinal match was good, too.
Those scullies not able to penetrate the defense.
So if you're Resolve, I think Resolve had the right play. He was sitting back.
Because of that Resolve, man.
Rush. He didn't force anything. Unfortunately, he did fall into the rush, into the grab also. Like you said, man, as soon as he starts losing the life lead, he just fires back in a way that's incredible that we haven't seen all day.
Both fighters hanging on for their lives at this point right now. Right around 25% output. Rush attack goes to Resolve. Resolve deploys it, and that connects. That's going to be huge to close things out. Oh, my God. If you don't tuck Griff in, he's going to stay awake and keep you up all night. Griff. And yet another invisible connection. The ghost punch, as I like to call.
Oh, I thought I got that wake-up grab again.
Coyle sends it to the canvas, and Resolve takes the 2-1.
There it is.
He got that wake-up punch shot, though.
One more game to be our champion.
I don't want to keep making this joke, but you don't call him Resolve for nothing. The guy was looking down on his luck. It looked so rough for him there, but he's able to Resolve. You're seeing him and Griff with this power struggle just back and forth. This is some of the best arms I've ever seen.
This is what you expect and want in the finals. Fighters going back and forth. It's coming down to the last couple of swings.
This is what a grand final should be.
Rounds. It's 2-1 going to our 4th game.
Guys, this thing is, this video has 103 down.
Canada Online Open
dislikes
here. So let's go ahead and see.
Because they haven't announced Smash Brothers yet.
And you see, it's
for the tournament.
For Resolve, he's not necessarily changing his arms too often. Meanwhile, with Griff frequently changing his arms,
it's like people being disappointed at the
then you've got the
Nindy showcase and being like,
they made no allusions to anything happening. We're just here for arms.
On this one, in terms of the roasters, he's got
there's the possibility of something happening.
Kind of basic arms. Meanwhile, Griff highly adaptable, always changing, always on the move.
Griff going with the boomerang
roasters and
toasters this time. Meanwhile, Resolve double roasters once again. Let's go ahead and put you in the oven. You've got just the opening seconds of this match right now. Resolve getting knocked down a couple times. So Griff with
Griff seems to have like a good handle on this stage in particular.
Using that boomerang and that tri-blast, a combination we haven't seen him use yet.
I think really what he's trying to do is catch Resolve in terms of his dodging. So Springman, one of his greatest attributes is when he dodges left or right, if he's able to charge up a little bit, he's able to deflect a punch. But if you use these curving arms or the horizontal
arm, would have been interesting if Resolve transformed into Max Brass for the last round.
Griff right now with a rush meter ready to go. Resolve has one ready as well, so it's going to come down to who's going to deploy it first, because they're both at essentially 65,
so that makes sense. So when you charge with
Griff, though, with the slight health
Springman, he's got an opportunity to deflect a punch.
75 to 50. Both have their rush attacks still ready to go. Resolve missing with a couple of roasters. Nice little 1-2 charge combo by Griff right there.
Wow.
Griff still with the advantage. Now you wonder if Griff's going to sit on that rush attack, try and save it for the great start for the next round.
Yeah, I wonder if he's just going to let it rock, if he's going to hold on to it. This is very interesting because there's a huge life difference, but of course Resolve does have fully charged punches right now. I wonder if he's going to just kind of sit back, try to break the tubes for the future, because it does look like Griff is just content to just kind of sit behind
that's something
them.
I didn't even think about. Yeah, like if you break these tubes, they stay broken in future rounds.
Just hide behind these DNA tubes, a little peekaboo with Resolve. Meanwhile, Resolve not taking out the DNA tubes. However, Griff taking out one.
More of that meta strategy.
Yeah, so like Griff getting the
he's future-proofing right now
in the first round right here. And what we saw from Griff,
a lot of those tubes are down, so maybe he can bring it back.
Tri-Blast really
Yeah, and when that Tri-Blast hits, it's a 1-2 punch of its own, because it hits the main hit and then it explodes, adding more damage. I think it's 130.
Yep, and we got to change up in terms of
so we'll have to see if
arms.
Resolve can make some adjustments on this next one. Griff took that last game just totally cleanly.
Resolve going with a Roaster and Tri-Blast. Griff, well, it worked last time. Let's go ahead and go with that Boomerang and Tri-Blast this time. Both fighters, once again, a charged rush attack here. Neither one being ready to deploy it, and Griff, once again, using that DNA tube for
just
cover.
hanging onto those rush attacks.
Can't quite get around it because, you know, Resolve's arms aren't capable of curling around as much as the Boomerang for Griff.
Yeah, and I think that's really going to be what
not
makes
gonna last him forever.
It does look like Resolve is trying to
got
sit
him in
back
that corner.
The DNA tube and try to use that defensive play, but it's just not working. Griff changing his arms has done wonders for him here.
Griff connecting with yet another charged Tri-Blast. Both fighters still haven't used that rush attack.
Still like a ton of tip damage going in on Resolve.
In any match so far.
Just the tip.
You've got Resolve, though. He's going to use it at some point, you figure. Meanwhile, Griff.
There we go.
That was great.
With that throw as Resolve tosses him. And now Resolve still with the health disadvantage.
He read him like a book.
Let's see if Resolve can connect with a couple punches. Meanwhile, Griff playing a great defensive game.
Yeah, I think Resolve is good to go to time on this one. We've got 20 seconds left. Resolve still with over half his health. Griff with much more than that. These guys are playing this one very slow, not trying to force any decisions, but Resolve has him in the corner. He has the rush. He breaks the tube. He's trying to force this situation, and there it is. He lets it rip with 10 seconds left. Almost 300 damage.
Resolve, unbelievable turnaround right now. Can Griff get enough done? Griff has a rush attack. Here comes the rush attack from Griff, but no, Resolve blocks it.
Wow.
What the heck?
Resolve by a coil of his spring has enough health to get the victory due to okay.
Wow.
This the championship round if you Resolve. If you're Griff, you get the victory. You force a 5th game in our finals here. So let's see if Griff.
He actually took it. Oh my God! I was like,
I thought that was a draw.
Exactly.
Me
no
too.
tubes are
That
left.
was
There's no
nice.
hiding anymore. These guys are right up in each other's faces. Resolve versus Griff. Resolve trying to take home this championship.
Resolve though with the
now there's no more tubes, so it's like it's all open.
With Resolve in this round right now has essentially a 50% lead in the
Resolve was kind of taking a huge beating.
Yes,
yeah,
Resolve
he is.
Next with a nice little 1-2 combo with that.
He keeps getting hit on that right side.
Still with a sizable lead. Resolve.
Well, he really let
ready to go. And at this
Griff
point,
come up on him and
you
like
have to play
close
much
that
more
distance,
aggressive,
and he
knowing
didn't have
that
anywhere to
you
go.
have
Absolutely. I think it's on him to kind of force this situation and to rush him down. He has the rush. I think that's sort of why he's playing a little bit back, especially because that Tri-Blast does make you, kind of play on your back foot a little bit because of the explosion. He's trying to make his way in, trying to get this rush. He finally lets it go, but unfortunately, it's not going to happen.
Oh, man.
Griff just doing such a fine job defensively, keeping his distance, keeping Resolve at bay, blocking those incoming punches right now, and also countering with that Boomerang to the left-hand side. Not able to connect with that rush attack. Resolve, though, closing
smart.
the gap. And you've got to be careful now if you're Griff, because Resolve looking to try and put some pressure on you.
And look at the rush meters. Resolve is so close to having one of his own. 20 seconds left. Griff is not going to have enough time to just run away and try to stop this from happening. He has to get his arms out there to get rush of his own.
Resolve, though, getting hit with a charged Boomerang, and Resolve now. Here comes those permanently charged arms and the rush attack. Just a sliver of help. You got to use it now if you're Resolve.
You got no choice.
You're expecting it. You're just going to block. Oh, here comes the throw.
But he doesn't have time.
Please get it in. Get it in. Do it, man.
Interesting strategy right there, because if you're Griff, you understand the only thing that can defeat you with 6 seconds.
Griff forced his hand. That was Griff handled that perfectly.
Won't defeat you.
He was like, I got one round to win this game. I'm just gonna pull my shield up and just wait.
Resolve
till the clock runs out. That grab, though, the grab was probably unexpected.
If he threw the, if he used the throw,
but it wasn't enough.
No,
he had enough leeway to let this. Like, okay, I can afford a grab.
He was off by a second.
Griff played that really well at the end.
Unbelievable strategy, and it's fitting that these players are so matched up well enough. We go to our 5th and final game of this championship final round in the ARMS US and Canada.
We went to Game 5, boys.
Let's go ahead and get you set for that.
This is what we were hoping for.
Springman versus Dr. Coil. As a reminder.
I think it's going to come down to the stage.
Coil being
I really do.
We're going to head to the
Send him a Resolve.
If you go to the stage that Springman has advantage, I mean, I think Resolve's going to take it.
We've only been on the stage once during the whole tournament.
Nades this time.
Yeah,
this will be interesting.
A huge switch in the arms right here. We've got Griff using the same ones that got him here so far, but the double nade, I'm interested to see how this comes out.
Yeah,
really, in terms of the toaster and the roaster, they're pretty similar, just variations in how much you can curve them, but the nade is pretty different, and we're seeing a lot of the explosive attribute on these arms in the finals.
And I'm curious, what forces Resolve to change to the double nades? What do you think he saw in the last match?
I think it's the pressure that the explosion puts on the opponent. So we saw Griff with the Tri-Blast able to keep Resolve at bay. You're seeing it. He has to hold block for longer.
He's going for a lot of
dash
grabs
in after a block, and I think Resolve is trying to do that to Griff as well.
Both fighters with their rush attack ready to go at this point. Right around 75% health for both of them. 50 seconds left in this final deciding game to find out our ARMS US and Canada online open.
This is by far like one of my favorite stages in the game.
75% health to about 55 for Resolve, and here comes the throw from Resolve. That's going to do 150 damage. Misses the throw from Griff. Almost connected the explosion of Griff, saving him there.
Yeah, that 130 damage coming out from that Tri-Blast was so pivotal for
Griff.
It is. Right now, these guys are even in health. They both have rushes, but again, like you were saying, these guys are content to hold on to it.
Unbelievable matchup between these two. It's going down to the final couple of slugs.
They're about neck and neck at this point.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right there with the boomerang and the Tri-Blast. Resolve has double nades. You know he's going to deploy it at this point. Yes, connects. One of the rare connections we've seen with our rush attacks. That means Resolve has the advantage. 3 seconds left. Now you can just sort of stay at bay and not expose yourself. But no, Resolve being aggressive.
Yep,
maybe
there it is.
That was a good play.
There it is.
We've seen him lose rounds like that before, but right there, it
dude, all he has to do is just hold.
What might be the penultimate round here.
Here's the situation. If Resolve wins this round, Resolve is your ARMS US
He's
Canada
one game
Online
away.
Open champion. If Griff can win this, he
are we
forces
gonna
a
see
third
change-ups?
and pivotal deciding round to find out who our champion is.
Are we gonna go to round 3?
Taking a couple
I wouldn't be
Are they
surprised.
gonna keep going? They keep going? Is this gonna be like
Both fighters, no rush meter yet, but it's pretty full. Up, Griff goes ahead and fills him up. Meanwhile, you've got Springman, controlled by Resolve, doing a great job of using the higher ground to stay in the same vertical plane as Griff.
Yeah, definitely. As you see Griff getting that rush right there, 370 damage. He's definitely got some fight left in him. Meanwhile, Resolve has almost half of his health. He does have the rush,
I think we're going to game 3.
Making anything happen. If he doesn't force anything to happen, Griff is going to get another rush of his own.
And you figure Resolve might hang on to that rush attack if he can't cause a little bit more damage right now. Down to just a couple more punches, and Griff has got a healthy life bar.
Yeah, it certainly looks like round 3's coming up.
Might hang on to that and just have the early advantage going into the next round.
Still got like half the match though, so
keep him at bay, knowing that you can either just wait him out or doesn't have
Resolve's
to
really hold it back.
And then counter when Resolve tries to throw that.
Oh, he's going for that shield break.
Punches. Oh my goodness, Coil.
Oh my God, he's gonna let it happen.
His arms were so close to breaking there. Resolve had a good rhythm. Griff had no way out of that.
Resolve though still might be too little too late as Griff goes ahead and connects with that Tri-Blast. Would you have it any other way?
He was just on him with that shield break.
Our 5th game, our 3rd round. Whoever wins this wins it all, folks.
This is the final game.
Hang on to your seats right now. Griff versus Resolve for the U.S. and Canada ARMS Open Online Championship. 90 seconds left. Early advantage to this one to Resolve. Both fighters have their rush attack.
I mean, you got to add also, this is Springman against Dr. Coil. This is everything that
I'm so glad. I'm so glad that this went as far as it did.
Happen.
Yeah.
They want to find the right opportunity, but there's so much on the line. If you miss that rush, you could get second here.
We didn't script this, folks. We promise you. 70 seconds left. Both fighters plenty of life left, so you know this one's going to come down to maybe who has the most health left. Both fighters with the rush attack. Do you expose yourself? How aggressive are you when you know that the artwork is at stake here? Resolve connecting with the rush attack. That's going to probably turn the tide. Resolve right now, but Griff still has his rush attack ready to go. Griff closing the gap.
The artwork is at stake.
It's going to be huge as Resolve still has about a 25% lead in health. 45 seconds left. Resolve missing with that nade. Griff missing with that throw. A couple of nade misses as well, too. They're so good defensively, but Griff with the 150 damage, this is when Griff has
he's got to build that rush right back
Griff
up.
Griff is not out of it yet. We've seen him come back from the jaws of defeat so many times. He's throwing out this Tri-Blast. Resolve is in the corner, but Resolve doing such a good job of avoiding, but he does get hit by that wing.
Blinded.
Folks, they're essentially equal on health with 23 seconds left. Resolve has the rush attack ready to go. Griff has a rush attack ready to go.
Oh my God.
Oh, no. This one right now. Resolve trying to penetrate the defenses of Griff. Griff doing a fine job blocking. Here comes the rush attack, but no, can't connect. Here comes Griff.
I don't like the sound of that.
Attack ready to go. Can Griff connect?
They both
Griff can't connect. They both
Look at the health.
The health is so similar. 2 seconds left. Can anyone get one more punch?
Who wins?
Let's see who wins. It's a draw! It's a draw! Unbelievable. We kid you not. The final deciding game.
Are you kidding me?
This is nuts!
This is fantastic.
Still has some stuffing left in it. And I mean, you can't script.
What the?
Insane.
You can't make this stuff up.
Incredible play from both of these guys. These guys are operating on the absolute brink of top play.
Oh, man. Resolve with the early advantage in this extra round. Whoever wins this one takes home all the marbles here. Nice little combination right there.
Oh, my God.
At a disadvantage is Griff able to connect with
this is going in all the highlight videos of this week.
Oh, yeah.
In his pocket as well.
We're going to see this in, like, Kotaku. And
for Griff. Here comes Griff with the rush attack. Resolve.
Oh, that's so good.
Again, it's similar health.
Oh, I was hoping you could get that wake-up grab.
Roaster to do 140 damage, but Griff countering, and here comes the rush attack.
Man.
Once again defended. These players unbelievable right now at their defense to make sure that they don't get exposed.
Oh, damn
both
it.
of them realize how important it is to use it. I think the fact that neither of them want to use it right away makes it so telegraphed.
40
that makes
seconds
it so
left.
easy for them to block. Right now, Dr. Coyle with hurt arms. Resolve trying to keep this pressure up, but Griff is just not relenting.
Griff has the disadvantage right now. Resolve is your leader.
Come on.
Here comes Griff missing with the rush attack.
Man,
once
that
again.
was so
25
lucky.
seconds left. Resolve looks like he's got the advantage as we head down the home stretch. Rush attack ready to go. Able to counter the Tri-Blast coming through. Blocking that Tri-Blast. Here comes the rush attack. No, can't penetrate the defenses right there. Griff's going to have to really find
I think I know where that's going.
Griff down to a couple more punches. Resolve trying to claim the championship. Just needs to hit a couple more times. Griff's not going silently in the night, and that'll do it. Resolve. How fitting.
Oh my God. 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 Oh my God.
Unbelievable championship match.
All right.
And Resolve.
All right.
Champion.
Oh my God.
That was
All right.
super well deserved.
Online open.
Not a Smash Brothers.
Reaching for the stars.
That was
That was
fantastic grand
insane
finals.
play that we saw from those guys.
Oh,
It did
man.
look like Griff had an opportunity there at the end, but unfortunately, he just didn't have the rush. If he had the rush, he might have
so
been able to
good.
force that comeback if he got a throw.
That was
into
really
the rush, but it
exciting.
just did not happen.
That
Resolve playing his cards
Resolve,
perfectly, and that is why he's your champion.
I can kid you not.
My
You can look
boy.
through all of our notes right here. Nothing here said make the final championship match
Oh,
go to
goodness.
the final game with an extra round after a timed
We
out
went to
draw.
game
Talk
4,
about
my
the
boys.
dramatic finish and how evenly matched these characters were. You certainly got your entertainment value for this one here, and I think I go back to the fact that once again, those players were so evenly matched. We look at Griff and Resolve. They were both blocking the rush attacks. I think that final extra round, nobody connected on a rush.
One more
It came
thing.
down to just being able to do some of those subtle counters.
Oh, man.
Some of those non-charged punches. They're not exciting, but hey, it's what adds up over the course of a round.
Well, really what it came down to was, in all the other rounds, really, whoever connected more rushes was in a much better place in terms of winning. So in the final round, what you see is both these guys holding onto their rushes. They're like, well, I'm not going to let it go, because if I miss it, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. So when they did use it, it was sort of telegraphed, and whoever had more pressure was able to make it happen. And Resolve, he just seemed to be the guy.
And as you look back at the tournament bracket, you saw the initial upset earlier on from Pineapple going over Gore Magala, who many people thought was going to be the favorite in this one, but Resolve with Springman working his way through. We saw Griff really use great usage of the abilities of Dr. Coyle.
I wonder how
Griff
Resolve
really
feels right
switching up
now.
Arms based upon who he was facing.
I feel
Meanwhile,
pretty
Resolve
good.
just
Having a
sticking
close
to
fight
his
like
methods
that
and sticking to his
is, you know, and
fundamentals
coming out on
and able
top
to
is really
outlast Griff,
satisfying.
one of the most
Yeah.
exciting
Hopefully it feels
championships I've ever
resolved.
seen.
Yeah, and you saw that he did change up his arms a little bit, but really they were all just straight punches, right? He had the toaster, he had the roastery, and he had the nade. He sort of used on the chakram a little bit, but the guy was just absolutely fundamentally just totally sound. And fun fact, the guy's a lightweight boxer in real life, so he knows his stuff.
Maybe that's
Doom
certainly
guy
came
for
in handy.
Smash.
Well, once again, congratulations to Resolve, our champion for our ARMS US and Canada Online Open. And thank you for all of you that joined us this afternoon. We certainly had a great time. Coney, wonderful job. And also a big thank you to all of our production folks that helped make everything look so good. From all of us here, thank you again for joining us. We'll see you guys next time.
I think that's a wrap.
Yeah. No
But first,
announcements
one more
today.
thing. But first, just one more thing. Just one more thing.
thing.
Oh, fine.
Well, that was good.
Oh, the comments. One final announcement. One final announcement. Smash, smash. Where is it?
Result for Smash.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, man.
I don't think they could have asked for a better way to end that tournament.
No, absolutely not. That was so good. Oh.
I mean, like, to be on the edge of my seat over an ARMS tournament, I mean...
Yeah. That was pretty exciting stuff.
I think that was good. I think there'll be a lot of people talking, at least more than normal, because of
what was viewership in that stream?
They got up to 4,000 on YouTube, but they had Twitch viewers as well. So probably I'd imagine maybe it peaked around 6,000-7,000 between the two.
I peaked about 7.
Versus like the 100,000 plus that got out of that Nintendo Direct.
Right.
But yeah, like I said, they didn't do a lot to like hype this tournament up.
Right.
I mean, if you want to like promote your game, you can't like treat things like this as a drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
That was still pretty good though.
I really wanted to see Yabuki.
Yabuki.
Pretty cool. Oh man.
So I guess this serves as a point of discussion for us. With the end of that. So the ARMS character that we assumed or thought and hoped that would get announced today didn't happen.
I can't believe you thought there was going to be an ARMS character announced here, Brandon. You were so wrong, and me and Logan were so right.
Yeah, what the heck, man? How could you why would you do that?
You were so optimistic too going into that, I don't know what you saw.
So given this situation in that an ARMS character wasn't introduced, at what point does that happen? Is this an E3 thing now?
That's a good question.
Hope that they don't make us wait that long. I mean, it'll really, really cause you to stop and look at that tournament at E3, since that'll be really the first time we're able to see, the gameplay, but also what characters are there. Outside of 3 of them, we can make our best guess based on the silhouettes from the launch trailer, or the official that sneak peek they had. But
yeah,
I fully anticipate a couple more trailers, much in the same vein as that one, where we don't see gameplay, and then we get the full gameplay reveal at the tournament itself.
Right.
And I was kind of looking for that here, hoping it would happen.
This would have been a really good place for it.
I can only imagine maybe one more Nintendo Direct before E3.
Yeah. I'd even imagine like they give us like a Direct Mini again, and then just give us a trailer in there. Do something real quick, something that doesn't take too much time. Announce a returning character.
Give us 66 facts.
They had a
3008.
They had a completely dedicated live stream once for a Smash character. It was
maybe
it was for Fire Emblem. It was like a 4-minute broadcast for Fire Emblem characters.
Right.
I mean, at this point, like any character revealed trailer is going to reveal more than just the character they're trying to announce.
Right.
Yeah.
It'd be really hard not to, unless all you see is the new character and like the Inklings or them and Mario.
Right.
So, I mean, I guess given that, who do they announce next?
I still say the ARMS.
You think it's ARMS still?
Yeah, that's like the character that they could announce new that would make the most sense.
Yeah, if they announce a new character next, I think it'll be Springman. If they don't announce a new character, it'll be like some returning character. I'm still hoping that we get a good reveal for like Ice Climbers, because I'd love to see the return of them.
I imagine they'll just like drop them in a newcomer trailer and make it really hype, like you said.
At the very least, can we get like a returning character trailer? Just one trailer that, oh, hey, here's everybody coming back.
We haven't seen the Smash trailer yet. So, like, once we get the Smash trailer, well, I imagine that will kind of go hand in hand with that.
Yeah, we kind of got the teaser. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
That's what we got.
That was a, hey, it's coming. But, like, remember at, I think it was E3 2013 when we got the full Smash Brothers for Wii U and 3DS trailer. We already knew that Smash was coming because they had announced it a year before. But then we got the full-blown, this is Smash Bros. Trailer. So they'll probably follow that same format. I think the only, like, since Brawl, you know, I'm pretty sure it's just going to follow that format. We'll get a tease that Smash is coming, and then we'll get a full-blown reveal at some point in the future.
Yeah.
Right.
They're running down the clock on this one, though.
We're only 2.5 months away from E3. That's not a lot of time to, like...
Yeah, we know we're getting gameplay at E3.
Even given that it's even given that it launches like very end of the year, it's a December launch, which I don't think it will be even that late. You know, thinking that way, let's see, it's almost tomorrow's April, so we got like what? I'm really sucking at math right now. That'd be like 8 months, right? That minimum, well, maximum 8 months. Wait,
pretty much, yeah. So, like, how much do they reveal before E3? And once we're at E3, how much do they reveal before we get to the actual game launch? Are they going to do that drip feed character trailer reveals for every direct that we did with Wii U and 3DS?
I hope so, because I really like the Smash like cycle, you know?
Yeah, it's fun.
Like we got the reveal, so that's the start of the cycle. So what are we getting before we get the game?
Hopefully in this case, too, we have that drip continuing even past launch.
They technically revealed 2 characters for us. They gave us Inklings and they gave us Breath of the Wild Link without, you know, without really establishing that. They just teased it for us.
Right.
I want to know if Breath of the Wild Link is a whole nother
character
Link, or is it just a changed up Link.
I don't think it can be a reskin of like regular old Link, because Breath of the Wild is too unique. There's too much unique to Breath of the Wild that...
yeah, do you know what they could do? They could add a manual jump button for Link in Super Smash Bros.
I want to see this Breath of the Wild be separate from Link, but I could also see them just like, well, we don't need him anymore. He's too familiar. Let's just...
I hope that doesn't happen, because, I mean, we have Toon Link, you know, and then we have regular Link, so getting Breath of the Wild Link as like a third Link, I'm totally okay with this.
And if he has a brand new moveset, like, exclusive to him...
Right.
Who cares?
That's the thing. Yeah. There's so many possibilities. You could use all of the runes and the glider.
Ultimately, I want Breath of the Wild Link to be an addition to the 2 Links we already have. I'm the kind of guy who hates to see characters go. Because once a character's gone, that moveset that they had is just, it's not available to you anymore.
As long as each character offers like a different experience, you know, it's not like... Yeah. I mean, we have characters that are clones, and I'm not bashing the clones, because some of those characters I like them. But it's good to have more movesets and more variety.
I hold very firmly that I want alternate movesets, and not like you can pick and choose your moves, but just different like preset character attacks and whatnot, so that they're all balanced. You don't have to really think about it. You find the one that works best for you and your play style, or you can always switch it up, but it'll keep the characters fresh. You can keep those movesets that they had while also introducing new moves from newer games, and I would absolutely adore that. It also opens up like for reskins, allowing you to have switch it up for your character.
Yeah, you know, like one of the questions we raised when we did our Smash reveal discussion is that we had Breath of the Wild Link, but we also had Mario there. You know, they teased Mario too, and Link happened to be different. So does that mean that Mario is also different? Are they trying to like allude to that with that?
Yeah.
Do we get a refresh of just all the old veterans, just some of those tired movesets?
I want the tired moveset still just because I know them, they're familiar, but I also want like a newer moveset with some of their representation from their newer games.
Yeah.
I want both. I want it all, man.
If we got like a Mario Odyssey moveset for Mario that's just like centered on using Cappy. Obviously
get that melee moveset.
Yeah. We have that Breath of the Wild Link moveset, the original Link moveset. Ganondorf could maybe actually be Ganondorf. Can we finally do that?
And not big Captain Falcon?
Yeah.
Please.
Like, I mean, think about it. Breath of the Wild introduced at least 5 different movesets for Ganon using the different blights and then his main form. Why can't we just draw from that, you know?
Why can't we get Demise?
I do like Demise.
He's so cool. I want it.
He's the OG Dwarf, man.
Heck yeah, man. Love him.
Is there anything else we should talk about before we disband?
No, I'm...
How did this tournament make you?
It made me excited.
I am much more, I don't know, inclined to seek out, ARMS, like actually buying the game and playing it, because I've really seen what kind of depth this game can have, and that's really appealing to me. Just final words on the Open, like that was kind of insane. Like that was so good. You couldn't have asked for a better like resolution.
There was a story arc in there, man.
Right. So
resolve hold through.
So I love Nintendo's like embracing all these tournaments. We get to come together, get excited about this stuff. It makes their games last longer too.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's this evergreen vision they have for a lot of these games. We talk about games as a platform. ARMS is kind of a platform, even though its DLC is over. Splatoon 2 is a platform. We want to see Smash become a platform. And I see us going that way. So hopefully it isn't long before we hear more about Smash, and maybe we'll get some premium ARMS DLC at some point.
Right. I really hope so.
But I want to thank you guys for watching. Definitely go leave a like over on the actual ARMS tournament live stream too.
I did.
As well as ours. Subscribe to us. We've got some new video content coming out this week. You can follow us on Twitter. I'm at BabbaBabs. You can find Logan at LoggyDubs, and you can find Paul at Gunnysaurus. If you want to talk to us as Collective on Twitter, you can find us at Break Room Arcade. You can find us on Funimation, Facebook, Facebook, and other social media as well.
Find us on Funimation.
We have a weekly podcast you can find on your favorite podcast sources that broadcasts live on Friday nights. If you go to our website and scroll down to the bottom, www.breakroomarcade.com, scroll to the bottom, you'll find a link to our Discord server. Jump into that. We got a couple different areas where you can give us your recommendations. We can give you our recommendations. You can just chat with us. Tell us what you've been up to. And I think that covers it. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Go follow us over on Twitch. We're doing a lot over here recently, so you have a lot to look forward to.
Very much so.
But I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't break your backs. Breaking the games, but for now, break time is over.